Welcome back to the show. This is a really fucking long episode with my friend Luis Ortega. Now, really, this episode is just divided into three parts because the first part was filmed all the way back in the 4th of July, and the last two parts were a couple days ago. But yeah, when each one cuts, I'll explain what happened and explain what's gonna happen. So, enjoy the episode. Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me this time,
Yeah, I can hear you this time.
Mr. K1, the rapper himself?
Mr. Luis Ortega himself.
How have you been, Carter? This 1 year that I have not spoken to you almost.
Yeah, I've been good. Nothing
Been
nothing
good?
big happen.
Nothing big happened this year for you, nothing?
Nope.
No
Nope.
coronavirus, no George
Nope.
Floyd, Black Lives Matter, nothing.
Nope, nothing's happened. I'm just sitting at home.
Just sitting at home experiencing life, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. I never knew you had a podcast. Well, how did that come to fruition?
Oh, it's because of this whole quarantine thing, and
Mm-hmm.
I, I got really bored, and so I had the idea of just making a podcast with friends, just
Uh-huh.
inviting random people and whoever wants to talk.
Who have you had on your podcast so far? I went through to be honest, I didn't hear of it until yesterday. I don't really like open a lot of Snapchat stories, and I don't know, I feel like I just haven't been like that into stuff. But yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh my, like that's interesting, you know? Then
Yeah.
I heard you guys for a little bit and I was like, wow,
Hey.
it's pretty cool.
Uh, so you obviously heard Sorka and Abdi,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've had the other Luis Lozano, and I
Uh-huh.
had Julian. That's all I've had so far.
Really? How much episodes have you had?
Just five. There's only five
5?
episodes.
Oh, that's pretty dope. What have your topics been so far? You've had dating advice with Sorka. Out of all people, Sorka dating advice, huh? That wasn't a dig at Sorka, by the way. That was just Sorka. If you're hearing this, when you're hearing this, I'm sorry. That wasn't a dig. It was just, it was
Is
just a joke. It was just a delayed joke that Carter didn't want to laugh at.
it it's we just talk about whatever, man. Whatever the guest wants to talk about, I'll talk about. I don't care what it is.
Wow, it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope, Carter.
Like so how has your quarantine been? All that. How's your year been?
How's my year been? This last year that I have left APA,
Yeah.
my first year out of the nest of APA. It's been pretty eventful actually, Carter.
How so?
So I moved to Hunter, and well, obviously in August. You know, it was first year out of APA in a minute, and it was so crazy, dude. Like, public school really was like for the first month, it felt like a movie. Like, if I felt like I was in High School Musical. It was like, oh my gosh, like you see all the different like stereotypes of people. Like in APA, I feel like it really wasn't like that. You know, like the
Mm-hmm.
friend groups that we have are just so like diverse. I feel like there's just, you know, like at lunch there'd be every different type of people together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that Hunter, now you had like the little tacuaches, you had the little like skaters, you just had like all the stereotypes that you see in like the typical American movies, like that, you know.
You felt like a movie star?
No, I did not. I didn't feel like the star though. I felt like an extra. That's the thing. Like for a little bit, I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, look at me. I was like, people want to talk to me, but people only really want to talk to you when you're like, um, popping, or you know, like when something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it
So
just like helped me realize a lot. I was like, wow, I should have stayed at APA. It's such a good school.
aren't you trying to come back though?
Dude, I was gonna come back. I had actually I was pretty close to coming back if the Rona wouldn't have happened. I think it would have been way closer, but in like December, I sent Mr. Peterson a friend request on Facebook, right? And he accepted it. I was like, hell yeah! I was like, that's my guy, you know. And well, I like sent him a couple messages like along those lines, like, hey, if I was caught up on all my credits, would I be able to come back to school? And he was like, yeah. If he's like obviously we'd have to have a talk. He's like about past things that have happened, you know, like and just just like he's like, I just want to know that you'd be like on terms with everything. And I was like, oh, bet. But then the Rona thing happened and all that stuff, and it kind of just geared off that idea.
So you're gonna stick with Hunter?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, it's well, no, I'm goofy. I said yeah, I think so. I moved to West Jordan recently, Carter.
How's that going for you?
It's dope. It's closer to my job, so like that's cool, you know. But
Mm.
yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna go to Copper Hills, probably, most likely. It's gonna
Oh
be.
shit.
I know I'm gonna graduate with a whole bunch of people that I didn't know. We're about to graduate, Carter. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're almost done.
What do you how you feeling about that? We're about to finish our journey.
Like there's some good and there's some bad. I'm gonna miss everybody and all that because everyone's gonna leave basically, like go their own
Yeah,
separate ways.
yeah.
But
That's really like the truth behind all of it, and it's like wild that we are gonna all start our own lives. Like not a lot of people are gonna keep in contact.
yeah, so if you have any problems with anybody now, it's like during high school, it's not like you're gonna see them in like 2 years,
Yeah,
3 years.
yeah. It's really like that. No, they're just gonna go on, have kids, like do things, live life, just like we are, just like you are
Yeah,
too, Mr. K1 the rapper.
you really
I was
like
looking
doing
at
that.
it. I was remembering you the other day. I went to I opened my Gmail for APA, right?
Mm,
And I looked through my presentations, my old presentations, and then I saw the K1 the rapper versus fucking uh
Trap Boy.
Trap Boy. Yeah, it's a quite funny thing to remember.
Back in the good old days.
Like in the good old days. I can't believe Mr. Smith really let me and Alex like just basically make a whole presentation on you and him. It was a
Yeah,
very wild.
I don't understand.
Huh? What is up, Mr. Carter?
Hello? You keep
Hello?
cutting in and out for me for some reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's because you have that what phone do you have? You still have that one phone that you had last year?
Wait, what? I can't hear
Do
you,
you,
Luis.
do you still have that one phone that you had last year? Your little Samsung Galaxy S9?
I have the Note 10 now.
The Note 10. Ooh, big boy upgraded. Remember how much times I would use your phone, Carter?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was funny.
You,
I remember.
almost every day after school, you'd come up to me and try to use my phone.
Hey, I didn't have a phone for a long time, Carter. You know that, right?
No.
Yeah, for like a while, or like I did have a phone, I guess, but it was more of a trap phone. Like only when I was connected to Wi-Fi, I could use it really.
But now you got a big boy phone, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
I upgraded, I guess. Finally got a job, and I was like, all right, let's upgrade from my Samsung Galaxy Prime.
Uh, what are you? We'll get. I want to get into this now. Are you still using drugs, Luis?
Uh, you're like, I'm gonna just break the ice with you. Huh? You're like, yes, Carter. I am still using why Why I have to say it in that manner, Carter? I like how you said drugs instead of being like, "Hey, do you still smoke or something?" You were like, "Nah." You're
Nah,
like,
because I know you. I know you. I know you.
uh-huh. You're like, "There's multiple, huh?"
Yeah, there's multiple. I don't know. So I'm not gonna just say smoking.
You just go expose your boy out flat.
It's your
Yeah.
it's your personality, man. And so
You
there's
know, man. It's a key factor, huh? It's a
yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I have no judgment.
Carter. Make me crack up, Carter. But yeah, I think my views on it have changed a lot though this past year.
Really.
Yeah, like I think if you recall last year, Carter, last year was a really like crazy year for me. Remember that year for me?
Yeah, yeah, I do remember that year.
And no, dude, you're that's wild. I would always ask you for advice. Like you knew what was going on in terms of
Yeah,
my love life, like what was happening when I got jumped, like everything, just in general. You were just I was always like Carter this, Carter that. Like out of everybody, you
yeah.
give some pretty good ass advice too.
Every day you text me like late at night, and I try to help you out.
Every day, this guy said, "Man, once in a while, I'll be like, man, be like,
Like
what's up?
once a week.
Once a week, nah, man, twice a month."
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, I feel as if let me see how do I phrase this, my friend Carter. Um, at one point, I think everyone who like starts smoking or does like just anything in general, you do
Mhm.
it for like the euphoric like experience that it brings you. But obviously, after a while of like consuming for a bit, like steadily, you stop feeling such euphoric like feelings. And you either get to the point where you're gonna go and be another one of those statistics. You remember how Peterson in her little health class would be like, "When you start smoking weed, then you're gonna start smoking crack." Like you're either gonna be the guy who does start smoking crack, or you're gonna be like, you're gonna check yourself and be like, "Hey, this isn't good for me. I have to do this in a more substantial, like usage or something. Like just be more moderate with it, Carter." And I think I got to that point where I was like, "Hey, you know what? This isn't good." So yeah, I've just been watching like my limits and stuff now. Like I don't do a lot of the crazy stuff I used to, if you know what I mean, Carter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
want do you want to talk about the specific drugs you use, or is that too personal?
He said the specific. Well,
Because
what do you mean specific?
because I've as I grown older, I've went from this mindset that all drugs are bad to now I'm at this point in my life where I realize that drugs aren't as bad as everyone says they are. Like it's really the person who's using it is what the
Uh huh. Oh, what made you realize that? What changed your views on that? I'm
I,
interested.
I think I've just like grown more accustomed to like researching everything and
Mm-hmm.
like seeing like the effects it has on people. Like with you, for example, you
Uh
you
huh.
you we all fuck up sometimes. You fucked up sometimes, but you're still a good
Yeah.
person at heart. I know at heart.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember the days you would come you would come to me and during PE and tell me like I can see you look like Flapjack right now or whatever you said to me.
Oh yeah, when I was tripping on, yeah.
Yeah.
You did look, even when I wasn't tripping, you look like Flapjack to me sometimes. But yeah, you were there. That's wild to me that you were there during a lot of like the key moments. I feel like because you were in my P class, right?
Yeah.
So you were there the day after, like the day, like right after I got jumped. You were there that one day that I took two
You fought.
tabs. You were there,
Yeah, I
like
remember.
yeah. How was it from your point of view, seeing your friend just casually there, like tripping off two tabs of acid? I would always wonder that.
Well, what we would always do is you would always like take those tabs like before like a hard workout, and then like right after the hard workout, you just say, "I think drugs are making me stronger." I'm like,
No,
okay.
okay. Do you remember? That's okay. This is a story I will tell because I feel like it's a story that's just not widely known, but I'm kind of like it still leaves me in shock. That remember at the beginning of the year we had the pacer test, all of that test.
Hmm.
And do you remember the first one? I did it right after doing a specific thing.
Yeah. I,
And then we like I wrote it down my numbers and everything. And then we compared that to later in the year when I was just good, like normal. And the differences were astronomical, Carter. I still remember to this day, I was off by like 30 push ups. I was like, wow.
well, you took a drug that makes you fucking jittery as hell, so
Yeah,
obviously you're gonna
yeah, that's
be a
just.
little energetic.
Mm-hmm. I know it was just, obviously, it's not looking back, it wasn't that big of a surprise, but still, it was a wild day.
But yeah, do you want to say the specific drugs that you take now, or is that is that a no-no?
I curved the whole question. We had a whole 5 minute sidebar on everything.
Yeah,
But
but I want.
yeah, I'll disclose like some of them. Like I've smoked weed, I've smoked cigarettes, I've tried Molly before. Remember, I don't know if you remember. I don't even remember if I talked to you that much. In ninth grade one time, it's one of the most stupid things I've done. Remember when I took hella fucking pills of Benadryl?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, oh yeah, my God. I remember I was in like Mr. Smith's class. I was just tweaking. Oh, but yeah, I've done the acid, that was really life changing. And I've done a couple of other undisclosed substances, but yeah, I think those are the ones that I prefer to shed light
Okay,
on.
so
Cardi, you hit me with the okay. You're like, okay, so you don't want to expose it, huh? You're like, so.
because I know which ones you're talking about that you don't want to disclose,
Uh,
which is fine. Which is fine.
mm,
If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to talk about it. I don't care.
mm, uh,
So, because I want my whole, I had once you like texted me saying like, do you come up with your ideas before every episode? I said I don't usually have a structure. With you, I
Now you do.
thought like with you, I thought like
You
me from the
structured it,
perspective.
huh?
Wait, what?
With me, you were like, I'm gonna have some topics ready for this motherfucker.
No, 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 no. This is my idea. Came up with like I'm from the perspective of never taking any substance, never drank, never smoked, never done anything.
Uh-huh.
I want to understand everything you've done. Like I want to understand what why you think these are why you prefer these things. Because I don't know anything. I don't know how they feel like. I don't know what they do to me. So I want to hear it from you.
Oh, you want to hear my? Oh, okay. I understand you. Okay, well, um, I think just like everything that you can eat or everything in the world, like everything is like can be good and bad, like depending how you use it or how you take it, everything. It just depends on, the person. I feel like there's some people who are like far more susceptible to getting, let's see, getting addicted or just getting like viced in other like harder drugs than there are other people,
Hmm.
It's just, um, let me see, let me think. It's just a matter of like who takes them. I feel like obviously something that you like. If me and you right now, Carter, went to the park and smoked a blunt together, you think me and you would feel the same?
I feel like we could, if we set it up in a proper way, I feel like we could share the same experience. But if we were to go our separate ways, I think we would have completely different things happening to us.
Like in terms of like feeling, do you think me and you would feel like the same euphoric?
Oh, no, I think I'd feel more euphoria than you would since you've done it more than I have.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, let me ask you a couple things. Like, why have like you never like? Let me ask you the same question that you asked me. Like, what has been your experience? What have you done, Carter?
I've done nothing.
Nothing.
I've never taken any substances.
Wow, like you've never like smoked a cigarette. You've never.
Nope, never drank, never smoked, never snorted, never pill popped.
You've never like drank anything. No.
No,
Wow, that's
I,
you've never like. Why have you just never been tempted? Have you never like? Was there someone that you've like seen addicted before in your life? Is it
it's more of the fact that I just never felt like the need
you
to take
needed it?
anything. Yeah, I just never felt like it.
Oh.
If,
Hmm.
but if I ever am going, like I probably will drink at some point, probably. But if I were to ever take a drug, I most likely would take some like psychedelics or something.
Yeah, something like that'll be amazing. That'll be pretty cool, Carter. We can get a trip with Carter. That'd be crazy, Carter. What are your views
Because
on like psychedelics and stuff?
I think I think psychedelics can be a good thing for people, like certain psychedelics. Because like I've read how psychedelics can help certain like people become more creative, like help them expand their minds or whatever. And I it always intrigued me about like acid or like ketamine or what's the other one? DMT, all that stuff.
Mm, yeah,
So I always thought that would be a benefit to some people.
yeah. It. I think once you like take something like that, like acid or shrooms, like not even the harder stuff like DMT or like MDMA and shit like that, like I think it just really opens your eyes up to like the fact that like if a little like square tab on your like tongue can make you like see the world as something so much different and just like feel so like weird for like 12 hours straight, like what can't the world be, it just makes it so weird, Carter. Like a lot of people have ego death too if you take it in like certain amounts or you just have a bad trip. A lot of people like just have like life revelations or what they feel is a life revelation.
Exactly. Uh, but yeah, psychedelics I think can be a good thing. Marijuana is obviously something that helps a lot of people, so that should be legalized for sure.
Dude, I think weed is such a tricky one too though, Carter. Like I feel like there's so much people like I feel like so much people are younger and younger smoking now, Carter, and it's wild. Like it's so much easier now than it was for people like 10 years ago. Like now there's like just like there's disposable devices, there's stuff that doesn't smell, there's like ways to not get, I don't know, it's just so like
But
weird like to think
you
that it's just getting easier and easier.
listen, well, okay, but you got to think of it like this. If marijuana is legalized, like say cigarettes, it will become harder. It would actually become harder because then the government will set limitations, and so then it will be sold at multiple areas. So with cigarettes, it's 21 and over right now. And how you're not going to find as many local guys on your like on your corner selling cigarettes because it's just at fucking gas stations or whatever. So the drug dealers you like see selling pot will be lower and lower because of how expanded marijuana sales are going.
Hmm. I don't know, I think the opposite too though, 100%, because like there's a dispensary now here in Utah. I don't know if it's called Deep Root Harvest or there's one in Windover too that's called Deep Root Harvest. And I know like various amounts of like plugs and just people who make like regular trips up there to buy like actual like fucking like legal like grown shit, like that medical stuff that you like picture. But the thing with that too
Mhm.
is that like government isn't dumb. That shit's taxed the fuck out of like 21% tax on some things. And like that's how you get fake shit, like fake carts, like big vapes. Have you heard of all of that?
I've heard about like fake hearts, yeah.
Yeah, like all of that stuff, like $20 for like a cart. That's just bullshit. You know, something real will cost you like $75 for that. But yeah, that's what I think. At least, like, it doesn't matter if you legalize it. People are still gonna like sell it on their own too. There's still gonna be people who manage to find it underage or like anything like that. I don't think that will ever stop.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. The
Uh,
government wins making it legal, but so do we, I guess, too. Huh.
yeah. Is there any other drugs you feel should be legalized?
I think shrooms are being. I don't know if they were legalized.
Shrooms are legalized in like Oregon or Washington, somewhere
Yeah,
around
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I feel like some psychedelics should be legalized because it helps some people like ex like like veterans, you know, like from the military. Like it
Hmm.
helps some of them with their PTSD and stuff. And in smaller amounts, like microdosing can help just like people in general with like depression and stuff like that. It really can rewire your brain. I really like do believe that.
That's
Like
the
it's like
thing.
yeah.
That's the thing is like you gotta knowingly take any psychedelics. If you like give it to someone without them knowing that, it'll fuck them up.
Yeah, that's on some fucked up shit, bro. Imagine if me and you were like went to go eat and I gave you like I don't know, I gave you like an LSD dipped candy or something.
Or
And
it's just
then
spike my drink or something.
and how would like that would be crazy. That would be a crazy experience for you, Carter. That'd be pretty funny though. I remember last year I told you one time I was like I'm gonna get you. I was like I don't know if it was you or Theo. I was like I'm gonna get you guys high one day with some candy, and I never did it. I forgot, but I would always like think about it after. Like fuck.
I think you told me that.
Yeah, and then you would never, whenever I'd offer you candy or some shit, you'd be like, nah. You'd be like, I'm good, buddy. I'd be like, use this guy.
Yeah, I didn't want to find myself in the middle of class fucking seeing shit that wasn't there.
No, I don't think that can't happen with weed. Weed will just get you high. I
Well,
think only if you like with edibles. I guess yeah. If you take like like 1,000 milligrams of THC edibles, then you will hallucinate to an extent.
I think that I'm I don't know how I would be act if I was either high or drunk or anything. That's the thing that scares me. That's why like I know it's not gonna be terrible or something, but I feel
Uh
like
huh.
I just don't know how it
You
is because
don't
I feel yeah.
no. That look. I feel like so I don't really that's crazy. Out of all the drugs that I said, I didn't say alcohol at all because I really don't drink like at all. Like I think I've been maybe like actually drunk a total of 4 times my whole life. Carter, that's crazy, huh?
That's good for you, buddy. That's good.
That is good for me. Yeah, I just no. I feel like drinking just makes you feel like get like makes you loose. You just get like happy. I feel like it's just such a like a good happy experience. Like you feel like you're on top of the world. And with weed, I guess it could be like that. But most of the times, well, at least for me, like in the beginning, at first it's like the whole like jittery ha ha ha. But like I feel like after a while, like you'll feel like kind of warm, and then you'll just feel tired, and you'll get the munchies. Like I don't think it alters
Okay.
your way of being at all. Like it's not like you're gonna turn into like some bum ass motherfucker once you take a hit, Carter.
I'm just paranoid. I'm just a paranoid person.
I know you're perfect. I appreciate Carter.
Um, do you wanna do you wanna keep on talking about drugs or do you wanna go into something else?
Let's go into something else. I think we've had a good 20 minutes of drug talk.
All right. Let's talk about your love life since we haven't talked about that in a while.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember the last time we talked about my love life?
Yeah, you woke me up from my nap, texting
Uh,
me about your love life.
yeah. Um, how about we just give a brief run through of
Okay,
a little bit
brief.
of last year's love life.
Yeah,
This
brief.
this is gonna be interesting. I wonder if my current girlfriend will ever listen to this. That'd be funny.
I've
That'd be
never
funny.
I met your girlfriend once, and that's when you visited for the basketball game. But yeah, I doubt she fucking will listen to this.
When I visited for the basketball game.
You might have been high then too, buddy. You visited one
Wait,
day.
wait. Okay, yeah. I visited one time for the basketball game, but not with my girlfriend.
It was two girls. I you said one of them was your girlfriend. I didn't know.
No, no, they were girlfriends with each other. Do you remember
Oh, I
that?
didn't. I
Uh,
just must have
uh
heard that part.
remember it was Natasha and Kaylee?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're lesbian, you know? But yeah.
But I've never met your girlfriend, so I highly doubt she will listen to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. Maybe if you are listening, Leslie, I love you. But okay, so wow, that's quite a story actually. You do remember that in the beginning of the year I lost my V card, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
the whole.
I remember that was the biggest flex of my life for a little bit. I was like, yup. I was like, I don't know. It was my passing into manhood, I guess, for me.
Yeah, I remember the
Mm,
whole Uncle Barry story.
yeah, but to be honest, I feel like I learned a lot from like out of joke, like yeah, out of like joke and everything. I learned a lot from what happened last year, and all the stuff I fucked up in, and like all the shit that happened. You know,
Hmm.
like
Yeah, I can.
I cheated last year. If you remember that, I cheated on Tamara, and I cheated on Catherine, and I cheated on. I'm just kidding. I'm about to go. I'm about to be like, and I cheated on. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like you kind of like you get to like think a lot. Like I had a lot of time to think about those things, Carter, and like even like now to like this day, like I still regret a lot of things that I did because like those things that you can't take away. You know, you can't take away like the memories you made with people. You know, you can't take away the things that you said. You know, like
Hmm.
the things that you made them feel and shit. And like it all comes back as karma eventually, you know? And I think like now obviously I don't try to dwell on it as much. But I think I'll always like kind of look back at my past relationships and like part of me will be like, damn, you know? Like I was a
It's.
fucked up person. But I'm happy I learned from it and stuff, but I just wish I could have not been so like selfless.
I think made you a better person because I've seen how you went. I've seen the ways you've went because I've fought. You would text me about everything you've done, and I've seen that you've
Mm-hmm.
grown to a better person because
Mm-hmm.
you're still with the girl you've been dating for however long. I
Yeah,
don't know.
for a year plus. Yup.
Yeah, exactly. You
Mm-hmm.
you you've said multiple times how you're in love with this girl and how you want nothing but to be with her. So I think you've grown to a good person. It's like you fucked up in the past, but now you've become you like they made you into a better person. They made you into who you are now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess.
You, like I know you regret some of the things you've done, but you
I
also got to
guess.
remember that
I guess to an extent, Carter, because fuck, it's because I don't know how big your podcast will get. You're gonna spill all the beans,
you don't
but
have to talk about anything you don't want to.
No, I'm not even like. There's nothing to like expose myself on. Like I haven't like cheated on like my current girlfriend. Like I love this girl to death, you know. But like, fuck. You really do get to learn a lot about like yourself by being with other people. You know, like the more people who you talk to, and just the more people who you get to know. You like. I think it's important to be with more people before you finally settle down because you get to know like what you like in someone and what you don't like in someone, you know? You get to like see if you picture yourself with someone for a long time or if it's just lust and physical attraction. And I think I learned that, you know, like last year, I think a lot of the relationships that I was in, well, a lot of the relationships wasn't even in that much relationships were just like for me to justify, like I don't know, I guess I just didn't want to like be alone or just I don't know. Yeah, I guess I've always just been scared of being alone, and I wanted to like share like something with someone, you know. And you really can't love another person if you don't love yourself. And I was kind of trying to like run away from my problems and shit like that, and you can't do that, Carter. But yeah, in order to really love someone, you gotta love yourself, man.
It's good to know.
Yeah, damn. Now you got me think about life and shit. Got me looking at the top of my roof like, bro. Funny ass
What's
Carter.
it's it's been a while, man. I wanna catch up on everything.
I know. It has
Like,
been a bit.
if you want to make jokes, we can make jokes. I'm totally fine making jokes. I don't care. I see me and you as being total opposites of each other, and so I want to
Yeah.
see everything from your side and from my side.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've had I don't know, X amount of relationships, while I've had none.
Zero.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have a lifestyle of taking illegal substances from every now and then. I've never taken any substance at all.
uh,
So there's differences between me and you, and I want to see those differences. Like I want to expand on them and see how even though we are different, we've come together as friends.
yeah, that is very true. That's wild how we did come to our friendship, and I feel like we were, that's like this is contrary to what I said earlier, but um, I don't think like I didn't really ever see us like being in that same little group, you know.
No, I didn't either.
And and but like for one like reason or another, we did end up like clicking. And I didn't click with a lot of people who like you would expect me to click, but I did end up clicking with you as well.
Yeah,
I think it's because we are like really different to one another. Like I feel like in class you were very like reserved and you were just very like kept to yourself a lot of times. And I was very like disruptive and really out there. Just counter opposite.
it's the differences that made us come to one another, to come to each
Mm-hmm.
other.
Yeah. Sounds like something Mr. McCulby would say.
But yeah, if Mr. McKelvey listened to this, he'd fucking slap me.
I think he would slap me too. He'd be like, Luis, your thoughts are very free. He'd be like, what happened to your coherent um this something of ideas? I don't know, Carter. Honestly, shout out to McCulby though. He was my favorite teacher of all time. Pretty much changed my life. I'd even say that.
He helped a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. What would be like? Do you have any teacher that's really made an impact on you like that?
I don't know, man. McKelvey taught good life lessons and all that. Sorensen's a pretty good teacher. If you stayed, you'd see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you hated Golson, but he was nice to me, so I respected him. And
Mm-hmm.
Neil was cool. Neil was cool and all that.
Neil was pretty cool, honestly. He had a
Yeah.
certain way of teaching things.
But the thing, I understand why you like Makobi the most because he got to your level. He would try to get to your level to help, like, make put a gap or help put a bridge between a gap.
Yeah, he would make himself seem relatable, I feel. And not even seem relatable. He was very relatable. Like he wasn't like a lot of the other like I feel like a lot of the other teachers really worked for their check, just were there for their money. And for him it was more than that, I feel. Because a lot of the things he would tell us, like, yeah, we were learning, like, his class was literature, honors literature, but I left that fucking class knowing more than fucking what verbal irony means and what the fuck to. Well, did I just say almost to? I almost said to kill a mocking mice and men. You know, like I left more than just knowing shit
Yeah.
about that. Like I literally left this class feeling more, like aware of the world. I guess.
Well, Um, so let's move off of a serious topic since I know you don't want to keep on talking about that. I can tell you don't want to keep on talking about that stuff. How's work been?
Dude,
I
works fucking boring, bro. I fucking hate it, Carter. I've been there almost since September. Imagine that, dude.
I see you post about it sometimes.
And that's like really. I think that and my girlfriend is like really some of the only things I post. And married
Yeah,
iguanas here and there, and some goofy stuff and shit, I guess.
yeah, I miss
But
the goofy stuff, Luis.
I miss the goofy stuff too. Sometimes I ask myself, I'm like, what happened to the goofy stuff, man? I don't know. I think we just all changed, Carter. Like looking back now, like fuck, like really, like I'm way different than I was at the beginning of high school, and I think you are too.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. I think you had a very good change though. Like you and Theop had probably the best changes.
No, fuck Theop, he sucks. Fuck that guy.
No. Why? How did your friendship with Theop end up going? Actually.
No, we're still friends. I'll
Yeah.
just say fuck him.
You guys, are you guys still thinking of joining the basketball team?
Theop's part of the basketball team.
But wasn't Theop a fucking No, I mean varsity though.
Oh, varsity? I don't fucking know. I gotta work out. I haven't worked out during quarantine, and so
Well,
yeah,
look, stop making excuses, Carter. You gotta start working out, man.
yeah,
I
I
still
know.
remember. I still remember how you run. Your awkward ass run. Okay.
It hasn't changed. That shit hasn't changed still.
I know. I can. I can imagine that as it changed that much.
See my big head bobbing back and forth.
For reals. How's this year been for you, though, Carter?
That has been fine. There's
I'm gonna interview you for a little bit. We're gonna change roles. This is my podcast now, right, Carter?
okay. It's a Luis podcast now.
The Louisville podcast. Welcome, guys, to the Louisville podcast. We're here with our guest for today, Mr. Carter Larson.
Howdy.
Edit in crowd noises. All right, whoever the fuck the editor is.
Ah! Oh wait, no.
Ah,
Boo! Boo! Fuck that guy.
fuck that. Okay, uh huh. All right, how are you, Mr. Carter?
I'm good. I'm a good
Good.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's this? He said I'm a good guy. How's this last year been for you, Carter? If you had
I'm still
citizen
single.
still
I'm still single, so
still
that's fun.
single, is there any relationships here and there that might pop off? Is there any talks with any girl I should
Fuck no. Fuck
No?
no. Hell no.
Why? What? Why?
And
You
this,
haven't you just
uh,
haven't put yourself out there or
uh,
what?
um,
I
well,
like that.
at
I
this
like that
point,
dramatic pause.
at this point, at this point, I've given up.
You've given up? Why? Why is that?
Uh, I can go. I can. Do I want to talk about that?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you,
I think you should.
fuck. You were
No,
there for the first part of something,
yeah. I feel
and
like I was
then
the first parts of many things.
you were you were you were one of the people that told me not to, or to not go down a road that I went down, and then
uh-huh.
I went
You
nowhere with it, and
uh-huh.
so
You
now I'm
just
here.
went down that road, and now you're here.
Now I'm here.
So, moral of the story: you do not go down the road that Luis tells you not to go down. Wait, if well, honestly, you guys already kind of touched subject on it with the podcast with Sorka, so I'm just gonna talk about it for
You
you.
know,
So
I can talk. I can talk about it like a little bit. If you want to ask me any questions, I'll answer it.
let me see. Let me try to recall accurately what happened. So, um, well, I think didn't you like Karen at first? If I was correct, if I'm correct, yeah,
Uh, I guess, yeah.
yeah. Was she with anybody at the time that you liked her?
I think she was with Sam.
Ooh, that's dirty, Carter.
That is dirty, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's dirty. You're like, yeah. What do you expect?
Yeah. I find
Well,
myself in
what
situations that I shouldn't
um,
be.
what what about her attracted you?
I don't fucking know. That question I'm gonna skip because I don't have an answer to that one. I honestly don't have an answer to
It
that
was
one.
just like, was it? Be honest, was it just physical appearance?
I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip that question.
Okay. What about Miss Karen Ramos?
What about her?
What about her attracted you?
I, I'm skipping this question.
You
I'm
can
skipping
skip
this.
this question. I'm just interested. I don't know.
Because I would answer this question if I honestly had an answer. I promise you that, but I don't have an answer to this.
You don't have an answer. You just woke up one day and you were like, I don't know. You're like, Emily's looking a little different to me, huh? You're like, I'm feeling Emily a little differently today.
Emily,
Mm-hmm.
who's who? Emily, who?
Didn't you like Emily? Are we talking about the same Emily?
I don't think we are.
What Emily are you talking about?
What Emily are you talking about?
Wait, what Emily are you talking about?
I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Emily? Yeah, the fucking little Emily.
Yeah, right. Is that the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't count that. I never counted that.
No.
No.
So you just count Karen?
Uh, this, I don't know how to. I don't
Count.
want to go through. I don't know how to go through a timeline of attracted people I've been attracted to. I don't have a fucking timeline for that.
Oh,
So
we
I
don't
don't
have a
remember.
we don't have an exact set of dates for the time that Carter was attracted to one girl for, and then the next.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. There's some girls I were attracted to. I don't remember every girl I've
Yeah,
been attracted to.
yeah. Okay. I was just curious. I just wanted to know what about these females attracted the Larson?
Well,
Well, how?
Emily C came up to me and she's like, "I liked you," and I'm like, "I've never been in a relationship. Fuck it, let's try this out." And
Uh,
then and a week goes by and then she's like, "We're ending this." I'm like, "Thank God," because I don't fucking know what's going on. So I've never counted that as a relationship
oh,
because I
but you
didn't.
guys dated?
I no, I don't know. It's kind of like it's not dating, but it's not dating. I don't whatever the middle is of that.
Not dating. It's not dating. Oh, it's like you
Yeah,
guys had a thing, I guess.
yeah, I guess.
Uh, well, do you hope to find someone soon? Like, are you looking for anybody right now? Are you like
No,
just going with the flow?
I just go with the flow at this point.
Yeah. What do you like see for yourself after this year, after high school? What are you gonna do?
I'm, I'm probably going to college. I'll probably go to like USU or
Yeah.
something.
What are you gonna like try to do? Because obviously you can't just go and not have a plan.
I was gonna do owning a bar, but then I don't know if I really want to do that.
I think that's what the hell. That's a pretty fucking dope idea. That's something that wouldn't even really feel like a job. Like you basically get to take care of a place that people are going to get hammered at. Like you're just gonna be in an environment of drunk people all the time. Like imagine the comedy at that place, Carter.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
but I
that's
don't.
pretty. That's like I think that would be the best job. The best job is a job that you don't really see as a job. I feel like that is that.
Well, I also want to try to do stand-up comedy. I want to try to do that for myself.
I think I think you'd honestly I think you'd be really good at it. I feel like your awkward way of being would help you like a lot, and I say that in the best way possible. Like you just have like a funny sense of humor, honestly, a really funny sense of humor.
I, I don't think so, but people tell me that.
Yeah, you just come off as funny because you don't really try to be funny, and it's just the most funny thing ever. But
Yeah,
like,
if you listen to previous episodes, if I try being funny, it's not funny.
it's not funny. Yeah, it doesn't. That's funny, Carter. Funny, yes, you see, that's funny, and you didn't try it.
No, at this
Well,
point,
that's cool. That's interesting. That's like So if it's not the bar, then what else?
um, I don't fucking know. I want to try writing like journalism at some point too. That would be cool. I feel like, but sports journalism.
Sports journalism. I feel like you'd be really good at that too. You're a really smart person, Carter. Honestly, like a lot of people don't give you. I feel like they don't give you your credit, but you are really, really fucking smart.
Same with you, Luis. So a lot of people think of you as a like just a stoner dude, but you're really smart.
Thank you, Carter. Thank you for telling me that a lot of people view me as a stoner dude. All right, that gave me
Yeah, a
a
lot of people
moral.
think of you as a fuck up, like no, nothing happening in life. But I think differently, buddy.
Wow, Carter, you're hitting my fucking my feels right now. Wow. All right, those that was a hit right there to the soul.
Can I wait? Hold on. Can I ask you a question? I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know the answer to this. I
yeah.
do you still talk with Angel?
Yeah. Once in a while, why?
We didn't just. I've heard nothing from him. Like it's just been so long since I've seen him, and like I know he has a baby now, right? He has a child now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just curious at where he's at in his life right now, since like there's been no news of where he's been, where he went at all. So I'm kind of curious.
Um. Well, he had his kid, and he had to um like grow up. Like that's a big responsibility, and he kind of just. I feel like he just obviously having a kid puts you in a different place in your life, and you just have to prioritize things really differently. And obviously he's going to prioritize his kid and making money to sustain like his family that he now has, and I think he's doing really good at that, and I'm happy for him and I'm happy for Kiara.
All right, that's all I needed to know. That's all I wanted to know because I just
Yeah,
wanted to make sure he's doing good.
yeah, he's doing good, dude. He's doing good for himself.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Do you want to
uh,
continue with your little interview that you're interrogating me with?
yeah, let me see, let me think of something that I just want to know your views too on just different things, Carter.
Sure.
Have you been viewing like this just like year in general, like the whole fucking coronavirus? Like, what is your views on that? The Black Lives Matters thing that happened after. Let's say the Black Lives Matters thing, like the police brutality that's just been going on for like a long ass time, and just the thing with George Floyd that happened recently.
Um, All right, we'll start with the Black Lives Matter thing, I guess, because I try not to get political with anything. That's my general mindset. Like I support everything going on and all that, but you're never going to see me go to the protests. And it's not because it's like I have anything against what Black Lives Matter or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I feel like I'm not needed there. I feel like that's not something I'm needed for. Because as
You don't
much
think that
as
your voice is gonna make a big impact? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, I'm not one of those people that like can persuade people to do change their mindset. What I think I can do it I try to listen to every side to a story. As even though it's like fucked up about this whole all lives matter and like people who are racist, I still want to see their mindsets. Even if you're like super racist, I still want to understand what led you to that point. I
Mm,
just That's just my way of thinking is I want to understand like did you grow up with this idea of I dislike these group of people because of the
uh-huh.
color? Was it
Yeah,
because you
that
were told?
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that is a big like part of it too that I wonder as well, like how
Um,
like where did the racism like stem from? Like racism, I don't feel like it 100% isn't something that you're born with. You're not born hating a color, hating someone from a different color, you know? I think it has to be something that's taught. And
yeah,
that's crazy. Like, oh, that's just weird. Like, so was it like, did it stem from like super young? Is it something recent? Is it just how the world is? Is that influences people to be like that? Like, wow.
yeah. So so I'll take this short because I don't want to get into trouble because so the whole social media with Black Lives Matter, I feel like um Blackout Tu do you know what Blackout Tuesday since you said you don't really go on social media anymore? You know
Yeah,
Blackout Tuesday?
I do know what that was.
I I kind of felt like it was stupid to be honest. That's
It
just
it was very stupid.
I honestly didn't see what that would do. That did
Yeah,
nothing.
I don't think it really made a big like change or really impact.
Yeah. Like um I don't know what to say. But basically my idea is these protests are good, but they're not going to amount to much in my opinion. I think that racism is still going to exist for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
That though I support everything going on, there's been many protests like this before it, like back in Baltimore, back in like there's been so many protests that have happened because of police brutality. But at the same time, I haven't seen much change afterwards. So I don't know.
So you don't really know what's gonna like stem from this. You know what's gonna happen like after this. That's I think that's like well I think it has happened before too, actually in history before George Floyd. I can't remember who. Do you know who it is off the top of your head?
Freddie Gray.
I
It
don't
was
know if
Freddie
it's
Gray.
maybe Freddie Gray was someone else, but I feel like there's someone. Let me think. Let me think.
There was the Trayvon riots as well.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, well, like just the point in general is that this has happened before, and we're still here. Like it's the year 2020, and we're still like fighting like
Yeah,
racist, like a racist system, really.
yeah, I know it sucks and everything, but I just don't know what these protests are going to lead to. Because as much as I would like it to be equality for all, it's that's not gonna be the case.
Yeah, that's just well, I don't know. You're saying in a weird way too. Like you're saying it like if it has to stay like this. No, I think that I support honestly all the. I don't support the riots. Like I don't support the looting, all of that shit. I feel like those are just fucking like there's people amongst like all of these things going on that are still trying to like benefit off of it for their own gain, you know? Like people that are just looking for the opportunity to seek those things when people are actually trying to make like a positive change. And that kind of defeats like a big part of the purpose. But I don't know, it's just dumb. But yeah, I like 100% am okay with people like doing the whole like just like protesting, I guess, and shit because they want to be heard, you know?
Mm.
Like shit, like how else are like we supposed to be making a change, Carter?
Yeah, I support everything. It's just from my point of view. I'm looking from it from a historical point of view rather than a personal point of view. Is
Uh
that's
huh. But that most likely it's not gonna really leave
like
any
it's
change.
as much as I don't like saying that, it's just how I think. That's just how I think. I hope to be proven wrong, but that's just
Hmm.
how I believe what I think.
Well, I feel like there has been changes on like a smaller scale. Like, have you ever heard of the Juneteenth?
Yeah, Juneteenth's been around for a while though.
It has been around for a while, but it's crazy that it took like. Did you have any prior knowledge of it before you saw it this year?
Yeah, I learned about it like 5 years ago.
Swear in
Yeah.
APA?
No, I watched the. You ever watch the show Atlanta?
No, what is that show?
It stars Donald Glover, and so they had a whole episode about Juneteenth. That's where I learned it from.
Oh, what the heck? Um. Oh well, like to start with that at least, it's being like it was recognized by like three different states as like an actual like
Holiday.
holiday,
Yeah,
and
that's
yeah,
cool.
it was just more out there, I guess, in the news, and that's not really like anything like big, I guess, like that you can say like revolutionary
All right.
but it's like a star, I guess.
Yeah,
You're like, mm-hmm,
all protests lead to a small change. I'm just saying it's not going to make a big impact like everyone expects it to.
a big everlasting change like that.
Like a lot of people I know feel like these protests are going to end racism, but that's just not naivety. That's being like ignorant.
Yeah, I think we're never gonna really be able to end racism itself, but I feel like we could change like the way everything is system so that there won't be racist like people that have power over us like cops, for example, you know, like those cops should have never been in duty like that, you know, like I think three out of the four had prior like uh what is that word, prior
Offenses?
yeah, prior offenses like before that, and it just shows that like they were letting people that already had shown like violent
Uh,
tendencies
did
be
you see that?
there.
Did did you see that one? I don't somewhere in New Jersey. They're like they fired all the cops basically, and what they're doing is like you have to. They're rehiring every single cop, or not rehiring every single cop, but like they're looking for new cops. And if the cops that got fired, they have to reapply at their job and like prove that they're not a racist cop.
What is this a
Yeah,
real thing?
it's some city in New Jersey. I don't
Oh,
remember where.
I thought it was all of New Jersey. I was like, wow, New Jersey is wilding. Huh. But
It may
I don't
it
know what
makes
that's supposed to do either, really, because obviously I feel like how there's bad cops, there's good cops, but that kind of makes it so that I guess they're both bad cops because I feel like they, in a way, cover up for each other too, you know? Like, shit, I'm gonna get away with this, but, you know, don't say nothing about this. You know, just like with life in general.
it's just the whole prison. I'll say as prison mentality, basically, where like you gotta protect yourself and protect everyone around you. It's like make sure they don't get in trouble or you get in trouble.
Yeah, like exactly like that. Like it's like mutual gain, really, like a symbiotic relationship.
The thing and I'm not part of this whole all cops are bad thing either.
Yeah,
Because
because that's like obviously we need that for our society and shit. Like our society wouldn't be like just like held up normally if we didn't have structure like that. Like shit, just with like little stuff, like we already like begin to get chaotic and shit. Like imagine if we had no real structure like cops and government stuff like that. Like yeah, we need cops, you know? Like shit, they keep our fucking city safe.
yeah, and they see the most fucked up shit like from day to day. So I'm not gonna say like every cop is bad because
Yeah.
they see some terrible shit that I would not want to see.
Feels like I feel like it's just an everyday job that people take for granted. Like those motherfuckers risk their life for reals.
But yeah, let's move on from this. I don't want to keep on talking about cops for another 20 minutes.
Well, yeah. Well, what's your whole view on like the coronavirus and shit? Was like what that's going on like that?
It sucks that it's going on. Uh,
Like, what do you
I
think
think
about the virus? Like, do you like, bro? Do you really not think this shit's like man made and this shit's like planned out?
I don't know. I
You not
don't.
subscribe
I
to any? You not subscribe to any of those beliefs? Like, just tell me straight up, Carter.
um. Most diseases are have existed for thousands of years. We just never contracted them. So I don't know if it was man-made. It may have. I don't. I'm not gonna say with like certainty on anything because I don't know. That's above my knowledge.
I don't know, dude. Honestly,
Like I know
but
the whole China lab is suspicious as shit, but I don't. I'm not gonna say that China made it for sure.
I think I think, well, honestly, what I really genuinely do think is that it is man made and it was made to kind of kill off some of the population, to stop it from overpopulating. Like, I really think it is just as simple as that. Like, I feel
Uh,
like a lot of life is just, like, planned out already for us. Like, a lot of, like, the bigger things, I don't feel like we're in control of, Carter. Like I feel like just the people like Bill Gates and those motherfuckers with hella money are the ones who really have say over it, not us.
yeah, I can see that.
Like I really feel like we're just fucking like pawns in this fucking bigger chess game, dude. And we don't really get to like choose what the fuck we do.
I but the whole thing with me is like with politics. I'll use politics as an example for my mindset. I don't I don't like Donald Trump, but I don't really give a shit who's president because they don't really affect my day-to-day life as much.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. Like so whoever's in office is really gonna have that huge of an effect on us. Like Donald Trump being president is literally the exact same feeling as fucking Obama being president.
Like I know the whole ICE shit is fucked up and like they're being treated terribly, but at the same time, like if I'm just looking at it from my day-to-day, Donald Trump has done nothing to me. Obama's done nothing for me. Like I don't really care.
Wow,
But
that's weird. That's a harsh way of putting it, Carter.
yeah, it is harsh. And if anyone's judging me, I lean more to the left. So
You're like you're proud left. You're like I'm on the left side.
yeah, I'm not a conservative. I'm not Republican. But still, like anyone who's elected's done nothing for me. has neither helped me nor hurt me. And besides, I can't
Um,
even fucking vote. It's not like I can make a fucking vote anyway.
well, we're about to be at the age where we can vote, though. Snoop Dogg
I'm,
voted for the first time in his life this year.
yeah, I think people should vote. It's just my mindset.
Yeah, that you don't think you're really gonna make a big change like that.
No,
It's,
that's the whole moral of my life is I don't think I make that big of changes to anything.
then, well, I don't think you should think that way either. Like, what? Well, let me see. Let me ask you this. Like, what do you think is the meaning of life to you, Carter?
Meaning of life to me is just the eternal search of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you find is happy is what you should do. Now, there are some fucked up cases. Like, I'm not, you can always point to shit like pedophilia makes some people happy, but,
Fucking Hatfield said ass.
but, like, if I'm just going to be broad, the idea is anything that makes you happy you should continue with that. And if you're forever on that search, you should always look for it.
So, to you, the meaning of life could be the eternal search for happiness.
Yes.
Wow. I don't think that's what the meaning of life is to me. I don't think
Yeah,
there is a meaning of life, really, Carter.
everyone has their own opinions on the matter.
Because yeah, well, how I see it is that like even like the question itself, what is the meaning of life? That implicates that like life has a meaning, you know? And like I really don't think it has like a big meaning like that because like I think before I used to think of it like really differently. I was like, we're all here because it's like a plan and stuff, but I really do believe that we're here by like the chance of it all happening, you know? Like we're here by the
By an accident.
yeah, like by accident. Like it's not like the big fucking like I'm here because I'm the one mother like dog. No, like we're here because like we were the product of two people like recreating. Like that's why I'm here, you know? I'm just like living I'm just a living thing that's gonna die, like every like one before me in history and everyone after me in history. Like I'm just living out my life like everyone else has. And I don't know, you can establish your own meaning for yourself and stuff, and it'll help you like chase things. And I think that's what a lot of people who are great at things, like I don't know, like a lot of like professional athletes and shit, they view like life differently. Like they have like meanings to them. Like if you ask them, I feel like they'll be like, well, my meaning was to help people, or my meaning was to like influence people for like I don't know, just like my meaning was like bigger shit like that. But that's because they have like a different life experience, you know. Like I don't think
Hmm.
my meaning was to fucking influence people because I ain't influence fucking chips, dog. Like the fuck. I just think we're here by the grace of a God. I don't know what God, and we're like I just want to make as much memories as I can before my time runs out because we don't know what the fuck is on the fucking the next side. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that today though. Is that I was thinking about like how we have all this vast prior knowledge. Like I was going through like old music and old movies today, and then I realized like once I die, there's gonna be more like books, music, movies created after me, and I'm never going to experience those things.
Yeah,
I'm never
but
going to
we're
hear.
never gonna like see what's after us. Like like we're really like once that's it, once our heart stops beating, we're never gonna know what like the rest of the fucking story of the world. Like it's just gonna keep going and going and going.
Like I'm in. Wait, do you still affiliate yourself with a religion?
So I'm Catholic, Christian Catholic, right?
Hmm.
But that's like by, I don't want to say forced belief, but like you kind of, I feel like there's some people, you're if I remember correctly, you're atheist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's cool and everything, you know? But I was born into that like Catholic like household, you know, that once you're a certain age, you're gonna get your head dipped in water and you're gonna start wearing a cross and you're gonna learn Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, and you're gonna like do your first communion and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I think as I've gotten older, like just I think, and that's what I think. Like, there's those are the good things about school that I see now. That I'm like, those are things in school that I appreciate learning. You know, like the curriculum of APA, we learned religion and shit in like seventh grade. Carter, you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Like that is wild. Like, well, other people like, and I remember in my history class, even at the beginning of this year, we were learning shit that they would like review us in like eighth grade about religion. And it's just like learning about other religions and how a lot of it's similar and a lot of it's just like really different, where it stemmed from, and how everyone has like their facts, and they're just, I don't know, it just opened my mind and I was like, wow, like are my beliefs like that I've been born into like really real? And I think after like just like from like a lot of different sources, actually going to church, from like talking to you, like the talks, I mean, you would have, just talking to other people who viewed like life differently, like other like religious ass motherfuckers. Like I've established that like I don't think we really know, and I don't think anybody really does know accurately. I think we all have a general idea. I think everyone like thinks like, oh, I think a lot of people like want to subscribe to like the fact that that there's a higher being and that there's a purpose. But I don't know if it's really like that big of a picture, you know?
Hmm.
Like no, I think I don't really subscribe to the Catholic belief anymore. I think that it's really beyond me and beyond what a lot of people have made it up to be. Like I believe there's a God. I believe that there's something bigger than this, but I don't believe we've been shown it. I don't believe it's like the traditional Jesus Christ that they show you at church.
Yeah, it's just funny to me that everyone has this idea, like what their idea of what happens after death, since no one truly knows.
Yeah, it's because we're all kind of just taking a guess at it.
It's all just it's all just hopefulness, really, except for
Yeah.
atheism. Atheism is just bleak.
What do you think happens? Like you being atheist, what do you like?
Uh, my general idea is just once it ends, it's end. It's like nothing. It's
Do
like
you
when you're
but
asleep.
but do parts of you like hope deep down that there is something else? Are you like at peace knowing that me like that there isn't?
Uh, I'm at peace with it, I guess. I if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. That's obviously a good thing if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at peace with it. If hell is real and I'm placed in hell, then I just have to go with that. I just have to be. I live one step at a time, and if that's how death is, it's just how death is.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, I don't think anybody really knows, but um, I would hope that there would be an afterlife. Like, in I think my views, and I think maybe in 10 years when I look at back at this podcast and I'm like, what the fuck? When the fuck was this? I'm probably gonna. I might. No, I don't say. I want to say probably. Maybe my like life experiences in those 10 years. of life and just things occurring, like maybe have changed my perception of it and shit. But like, I hope there's an afterlife. I hope there's something after this. I don't know like what it's gonna be. I don't hope that it's just eternal heaven. Like, can you imagine that if it really is just fucking like being in I don't know, just like that, like traditional shit that you would like see at church,
Because
that
heaven can
everything.
get boring. Heaven
Yeah,
can get
that's what I'm
boring.
saying. Like, if you're good all the time and you don't sin, then what the fuck is the point of life? Like, in order for there to be good, there has to be bad. Like, you can't just be at peace all the time. That'd be weird.
If we had Avi and Sorka, I'd like to hear what they say because I've never asked them that.
Yeah, I wonder what like Sorkin. I really do. We have to have we're gonna hop on with them eventually.
Yeah, I'll tell them that you want to do an episode with them one day.
Uh, they want to do an episode with them too. They haven't talked to Sorka or Abdi in a long this time.
Well, I know you talked to Sorka when you visited for the basketball game because I was there too.
I did. Dude,
Yeah,
Sorka was the person who I would talk to last year too, a lot. I would, honestly, last year you would see me with a lot of people, but I don't think I would really talk to a lot of people like that. It was just I wasn't a big ball, but never really talked that much. I feel like as much as I
is
used
there
to, at least.
is there anyone you miss like specifically talking to that you haven't talked to in a long time?
Um, no, not really, Carter. That's weird to say. Like, when I left APA at first, I was like, wow, like I'm gonna come visit like every 2 weeks at least. I was like, I'm gonna miss this person, this person, this person. I was like, my life, like I can't imagine my life. And no, like there's only really a couple people who I managed to keep contact with, and those really were the only people who like I really clicked with like that. Anyways. Like, there's other people who I'll always like if I see like at the store, I'll be like, hey, like what's up? Like if they say what's up to me, I'll be like, what's up? But no, honestly, the people who I do fuck with, I still fuck with right now. Like, I still fuck with Alex. Like, Jenny Escudero's always been a fucking sister to me since like day one. Like, everyone else, like I don't even gotta name the rest of the people. It's like I still talk to you. You
Yeah.
know.
Hmm.
Yeah, like it's as I've gotten older, I realized that like shit, I'm not gonna have fucking the same 30 friends forever. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have a
this
couple of solid ass ones at the end.
your move to Hunter really helped you like understand what's this going to be like in a couple of years
Yeah,
because
it
you
really
may have
did.
friends now, but then they're going to be gone.
But they're all gonna be gone. Like, none of this is gonna mean shit. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I was pretty cool back in high school. Love me now. Like, no, like no one's gonna go fuck. Like, this is just all part of life. Like, this is just like literally phase one of our life. Probably the most important one too, though. Like, the most like it really is the most significant one, I think.
It shapes what we become.
Yeah, because the actions that we do now, like the choices, small choices that we make every day now, are what are gonna make the like our tomorrow. Like, maybe this podcast, like these podcasts, just these first ones are like your rough drafts. Like this really, like, probably we had. I honestly, Carter, I ran loops around my conversations. Like, I probably had no real like I don't know, I just wasn't like very structured. But like in like your future ones, you're gonna have more, like, or you're gonna be like, yep, this, like, and it could be the start of something. Like, you never know. Like, you're talking about your bar and stuff now. Like, I believe manifestation. Like, this shit could be the beginning of something bigger, my friend.
I'll see what the future holds for me.
You're a very blunt person. You're hopeful, but at the same time, you're just very Like upfront, you're like maybe.
It, it's just how I am.
Yeah,
I
get your
try not
hopes
to
up
reflect on the future.
because it's just one day at a
I'm
time,
more
huh?
I'm more simp because of the past. Fuck the future.
You should, dude. Oh my gosh, you know who you should have had on the podcast with me,
Who?
bro? It would have been the perfect podcast.
Who?
Just guess.
Alex?
Yes. Oh my god, dude, that would have
I
been.
te I texted you like you can have anyone you want on here. I don't care.
Fuck, dude. I didn't do it because I was at work. I didn't see anything. Damn, we're gonna have another podcast with Alex sometime. That would be the most goofy thing ever, bro. Like, Alex is my best friend, and that guy's like my brother and shit. But I still have so many questions. Like, there's just so many unanswered questions with that guy. Like, I feel like I'm an open book. Like, I'm a simple man. But Alex is just like, what goes on in his mind, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How do you view me and his friendship? Like,
You're brothers. You're basically brothers.
basically our brothers. Like, that fucking funny ass motherfucker. Dude, do you know I switched out of drama class because of him?
No, I didn't.
Because when me and him were low-key not friends anymore for a little bit, I was dramatic. It was basically like a breakup to me. I was like, nope. I was like, I'm gonna switch out of class.
Well, you're still friends now though, so that's good.
Yeah, I talked to him. You know, he's one of like the only people who I really, really talk to like that on the daily.
I'm sure this your friendship with him was gonna withstand like through the tests of time for a long time.
Yeah, honestly, I think he really like I've had a lot of like friends and people who have called like quote unquote best friends before, but he really embodies to me what like I like want in a friend, you know? Like he's just like we vibe, you know? Like that's like funny ass motherfucker. Like he's like most positive vibe person ever. Like he's not he's like he doesn't say like a single negative ass thing. Like he has a super funny sense of humor. Like he has goals. Like he's not just like fucking lazy. Like he has like ambitions. You know, like he seems like he's just like you know he seems like he's not really I don't know how to say this. I don't know, but he doesn't really. How do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to
You
say.
don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Alex is probably gonna be hearing this, and he's like, "What's this nigga trying to say?" But I don't know. Alex just doesn't give himself credit for everything that he does for real. Like he's still at APA after like me and most of the boys left, and we'd roast the fuck out of this guy for being like we'd be like, oh, you're the slowest one, or like, all this or all that. But like, no, Alex is smart as fuck, dude. I'm like a good ass person by fucking hard, you know. So yeah, like honestly, that's a friendship that I'm fucking grateful for, Carter. Like fuck, like seventh grade, that's a motherfucking homeboy for life right there. That's a brother. That's like literally another like family member that I have now. Fucking brother.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no place he wouldn't go without you. That's
That
what
sounds
I'm.
too romantic right there. That's a little. I bet
Well,
Alex heard that, and Alex is a little sus, and Alex is like, "What?" He's like,
no, Alex will enjoy that a little too much. I think. I think it's the
Alex,
opposite way.
Alex is like, "Huh?" He's like, "They find out."
Let me slide into Luis's DMs real quick.
Damn, bro. You know, I hung out with him and Danny Squidro not even that long ago.
That's cool, man.
Maybe like 2, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was cool to fucking see them. Like for real, it's like they're like fucking time machines for me, dude. Like they make it feel like if it's like seventh grade all over again, or if it's like my summer of ninth grade. You know how there's just those people that take you back to that time in your life.
Hmm.
Yeah, those are the people for me.
Well, how much longer do you want to do this? Because I don't know if you want to keep on doing this. If you want to sleep, I can go as long as you want.
Bro, I'm good keeping on going, bro. I got questions to ask you, Carter.
All right. Hold on real quick. I gotta explain this something to you.
Uh-huh.
If we go over 2 hours, it's gonna cut off immediately. So then I'm gonna have to reconnect everything and then
Okay.
just add it to the episode.
All right.
Okay.
All right, bet. Well, 2 hours on the clock.
Bet.
We'll see if we make it to the big 2 hour mark. I think it's been good so
Okay.
far. I didn't even get cat. Like, it's been pretty interesting.
Yeah, and the episode goes where the guest wants to go. Like if because you said you wanted to have like existential conversation, so I gave you an existential episode.
Uh-huh. You really have. All right, I'm kind of curious to hear a little bit of like your side though.
Okay. Just
Do you
ask me a question.
subscribe to like any of like the beliefs that like of like the Illuminati or like shit like that?
Oh, like conspiracy theories?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't really look into conspiracy theories, so no, that's not my thing.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm already a paranoid person as is. I don't need to worry about things that I don't really want to know about.
I think honestly you should, Carter. I'm gonna send you a link.
Hello? The fuck? I can't hear him. What the fuck? I think I know what happened. Well, I guess it's just me right now because I think he left technically, and so we'll just have to wait until he comes back because I don't fucking know how this app works and the bullshit it does. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna fuck. I'll pause it here, I guess. So what had happened was the episode just cut, the recording just cut. I think it was something with either my Wi-Fi or his Wi-Fi, but for a while, for like a couple hours, me and him were trying to reconnect with each other, but every time it would just cut. So we decided that we would put off and try to finish the episode some other time. And we didn't get to finish it till like a month or two later. So there it is. So part two comes a month later after no communication, basically.
Hello, Mr. Carter Larson.
Hello, Mr. Luis Ortega.
It's like if it was just yesterday that we were filming was it one or two of the original podcast
That's
that we made?
part one.
Part one. Wow, I've been slacking. Carter, how have you been, Carter? How's school? How's your first week of school, man?
Yeah, it's been fine.
It's been fine. You're just still at APA, right?
Yep.
Wow, how has that been? Have you been taking any AP classes?
Yeah, I've been taking AP government.
AP government, that's good, bro. I always remember since like 10th grade, you'd always like want to like do like that stuff. You'd always want to like go like above, you know? Like you've always been hella smart, Carter, honestly. Like I remember before, even when like even in the K1 days, you know? Was it K1 or K9?
K1.
The fuck? K1 the rapper down. That's crazy that I almost thought it was K9. But yeah, I would still like think about it too. I'd be like, nah, this motherfucker's smart, you know. Like I would like actually pay attention to what you were saying. But yeah, damn, that's wild. That's crazy. That's how I like. I never really like knew you were like that or anything, you know. In like eighth grade, like until that someone, I think I went to the bathroom with Manny, and he was like, "Hey," he was like, "You know who Carter is?" And I was like, "No, what the fuck?" And he was like, "Oh, the song," and I was like, "What song?" And then the rest is history.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. The rest no say no more. But yeah, isn't that funny that if you really think about it, that kind of decided a lot of future events, like what me and Alex would eventually use as our projects for Mr. Smith's class.
Yeah, he showed it to me the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when I look at it, when I log in, I still log into that email sometimes. It hella makes me think, I'm like, wow, like it really is like, I remember I used to think of the butterfly effect on such a smaller aspect, but when you really think of it, like small decisions that you take every day change your life forever. Like if I would have decided like, no, I'm gonna stay at APA, like I would be living a completely different life than I am right now, probably.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. No, but that's the life that we
like,
choose for Carter.
do you like your wife, Luis?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, yeah, I'm pretty content with what I have right now. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like before, for like a long time, I would look at the bad side of things, you know. Like I would be focused on the negative. Like you can do that, like, but you realize you lose so much time, Carter. Like what do you do when you're sad? You know, like you just like you don't do anything really. You know, you're not really motivated to do anything. You know, so it's just lost time. And time's really passing by so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have really like a lot like if you really think about it, life passes by so fast. We're already about to turn. How old are you, Carter?
17.
17. We're about to like turn 18. You know, like we're about to be like 18, 36, 36, 72. The average human lives to like what? Like 80 something, 90 something. Like the medicine's hella improved our lifespan and shit, huh?
Exactly.
But yeah, that's wild. But yeah, like if you think about it, life passes by so fast, Carter, and there's really no point in being sad. So yeah, I'm pretty happy now, Carter. I used to honestly before I would say no, but yeah, like sometimes I'm sad, but that's just a part of life in general. Gotta be sad to be happy.
Gotta take the bitter
What
with the
about you?
sweet.
What about you, Carter? Are you happy, Carter?
I'm always happy.
Always happy? I feel like you've always been determined. You're always pretty smart. And hey, I heard something about you the other day that you got a pretty high ACT score.
I guess I got a 27.
Hey, that's pretty good, honestly. 27 down. How'd you get that 27? Talk to me. How'd you prepare for your ACT? Because that's pretty valuable information for whoever ends up listening to this. Like, damn,
Uh,
Like, let us know.
I'm not a good.
Because,
I'm not a good role model. I'm not a good role model.
no, but you know who I heard this from too? Alex told me. He was like, hey, he was like, of course, Carter got a high ACT score because I think Jenny was the one who mentioned it. But he was like, because he would always be carrying his little ACT book around. And I was like, that sounds like Carter, something that you would do. But on Carter, because like that's a little part of our life too that makes a big difference. Like you're probably gonna be able to get into a good ass like university, or college. I feel like you're gonna, but what we're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, how did you prepare for your ACT?
Uh, I I just like took like practice tests a lot and just kind
Mm-hmm.
of stay focused. Try to stay in the
Mm-hmm.
now, and not like worry.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of tests scare
That.
people, and I try my best not to
Mm-hmm.
be scared of tests.
Mm-hmm. To just approach them to be like, all right, this is what I know. But honestly, That's crazy, dude. It's because you're genuine, like you're really like a smart person, you know. Like for like being at APA and shit, you've actually done pretty like good. So I don't know. I feel like it's different for everyone subjectively, you know, to what you know and like how comfortable you feel with taking
Yeah.
tests. Like depending on your knowledge of the subject, but nah, that's crazy that I heard of that, like of you. And honestly, I didn't even like. I wasn't even like that. I was like, wow. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. How's your friendship with Thea? I saw him not even that long ago at um I think it was Wingstop.
Yeah, you watched that Wingstop.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, those wings slap. Had lemon pepper wings. Those are sleepers, bro. Those slap. I was like, and I remember when I walked up to the counter, I was like, who's that tall ass motherfucker right there? And I was like, oh sir, oh, I have flashbacks to like, you know, to all those other years. I was like, damn, it's the. But yeah, have you talked to him? How did your plan go? Are you still gonna try out for basketball in APA,
Uh,
or what's gonna go down?
well, my friendship with Theo's good. I talked to him
Mm.
not that long ago. I called him not that long ago, so we talked for a little bit. And at basketball, I'll try. I'm fat right now. I need to lose weight.
Dude, okay, so I think you could do it honestly, probably Carter. And you know what? I was telling my brother, but honestly, he usually like he kind of listens to me, but I don't think he'll go and like listen to it, you know. But I was watching I watch a lot of Joe Rogan's podcast,
Hmm.
and like a lot of them are like they're entertaining, you know, but like you really don't get that much out of them. Like they're just like entertaining, you know, but some subjects are too like, you know, like I don't know, they're like not everyday topics that like you could really take something out of them, you know? There's something more broad. But I was watching this one on David Goggins. Have you seen that one?
I might have.
Yeah. But it was just so like I was like, wow, you know, like there's like a lot of like people like him, but it's just like hella inspiring. Like how we can just like achieve so much, you know, it's just us like limiting ourselves with our mind. Carter, like you, I feel like you could do it, Carter. Honest, like if you really like put it like to your like self, you could like if you time it like you're a smart person, Carter. Honestly, like if you like logistically look at it, you're like, okay, I'm gonna change up my diet. I'm gonna implement exercise into this. I'm gonna like just regularly, like train. I feel like you can do it genuinely. Like it's really just us versus our own patterns, versus our own habits. Like you can choose to just lay down, or you can choose to like work harder.
Yeah, it's all about discipline.
But, hmm but that's the hard part too. Like it's so easy to say it, but like wow, who really wants to like do like who really wants to fucking? I think you should watch it. If you haven't watched it, you should watch that podcast. He has the first one and the second one. They're both this good. I would watch like not even any particular order, but yeah, he's just like an inspiring person, bro. Like a lot of good things that like you'll take away from that podcast. And that's crazy. It's like a podcast inception because it's a podcast talking about another podcast right now.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan's like the most known podcast, so it's not really that.
That's crazy. Did you hear about his new fucking studio that he has like for his podcast? Dude, he signed a $100 million deal with
Yeah,
Spotify. You know how wild that is? That's fucking wild. Fucking heard about that. I was like, wow, like that's hella inspiring. Like, there's so much podcasters, bro. Like, if you think about it, Carter, like everybody branches off into that. It's not even like people just make it off of being podcasters. Like, you could just be like, yeah, I'm a podcaster. Like fucking YouTubers do it. Like, just influencers in general. Like, it's just a way to like make content. Like and just do other things. Just like like put like your voice out there.
yeah. It's the new trend basically.
Mm-hmm.
Couple years there comes a new thing that it's easy to make and it's very cheap, and so everyone tries to hop on and claim that as their next way to become rich.
Uh-huh. Dude, but honestly, I don't even hate on it, bro, because fuck it, there's people who do make it off of it. So, like, what are the chances that like some of us, like, will,
Yeah.
Obviously, some of us won't, but you know, I think it'll be valuable listening to these podcasts. Like even if we don't like, fuck it, worst case scenario, like nothing big happens off of it, we continue to live our normal lives. But I think listening to this 10 years from now, it'll somehow, like help us, like it'll make us see, like it'll be beneficial to us to see how our minds were working 10 years ago. And just shit like that, like I think it's important to see how you've been throughout time, how you've changed as a person.
Well, the reason I started this is because I wanted to record like the past, how I am, how I thought, how I was at a certain point in time. I just wanted to keep these memories, so like these memories will never be gone. I'll always be able to find them somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's for real, dude. Cause like, no matter how old you are, no matter how much things happen, you'll always be able to just go like Anchor.fm, so whatever the fuck this website is, and be able to listen to how your 17-year-old self is processing life.
Yeah.
Like whenever shit gets bad, you're gonna be like, hey, at one point it was like this. So like it's just life's like that. I think it's good, bro, because I wish I had more pictures of when I was younger. I wish I knew what my, like, fifth grade self wanted of myself, what I envisioned myself to be. Like, I wish I could go back in time and be like, hey, like, are you happy with what I ended up being, man? Or, like, what's up? Like, do you ever think of that, Carter? Do you think if your past self could look at you, you'd be proud of yourself?
Um, I don't know. I feel like
Huh?
it'd be
That's a trippy.
yeah.
That's a trippy situation. Like little Carter looking at you. You think little Carter would be like, yeah, I'm happy.
Little Carter
I'm content
Little
with it.
Carter would think he would have a girlfriend by now, but that shit ain't happened yet. So, it
Hey Carter, honestly, you know who I was talking about that with recently?
who?
With Alex, dude. That I was like, damn. Me and him were just talking about it, like how I feel like honestly, Alex is a pretty good person. Like I feel like he has like, I don't think like he plays with girls. Like he just has like a good like he's like just a good genuine person. And he hasn't really found a girl like that. Yeah, like he's had like little relationships here and there, and he had the one with like his other girl and stuff. But and I just told him, I was like, dude, like your time's gonna come. Maybe you don't haven't found someone yet, but when you do find someone, you're gonna find the right person. Like it'll happen. Like it's just time. Like, and I think the same thing applies to you. Like maybe not right now, but when you do, are you planning on going to college?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so maybe in college you're gonna find someone with like the same profession or whatever you want to do and like branch out. That's just gonna fit you perfectly. Because maybe right now, like yeah, like the people in AP are just, like smart shit, bro. Like you're smart as fuck, bro. Like maybe you're just not like compatible with anybody there. Like this is just a time of your life. Like it'll benefit you. I feel like it'll really benefit you to not be in a relationship and now you don't have any distractions. You don't have any like worries. All you're worried is yourself. To improving yourself. If you like build up yourself and have yourself like as good as you can, then like you don't really have to worry about like, hey, am I gonna find a girlfriend? Like people are just gonna be initially gravitated towards you. They're gonna be like, hey, look at like him. Like something's obviously right with him. You feel me, Carter?
Well, I do understand what you're saying,
That
but it's
mm-hmm.
just
Like I feel like people. Mm-hmm.
I don't care that I've never had a girlfriend. That's not one of the things I'm like. That's never gonna affect me in any way. I've never been affected by that.
Mm-hmm.
Having a girlfriend or not having a girlfriend doesn't benefit me, nor does it like not benefit me. I'm just who I am, and I'm doing my own path at the moment.
Mm-hmm. That's good, honestly, that you look at it like that because, like, honestly, everyone does have their own life. Everyone has their own story. Like, maybe my life is like this, but your life is gonna be different. Like, everyone's subjectively has good lives. Like, there's just aspects of mine, aspects of yours that are different. Like, everyone's literally living their own, like, story card. That's wild. I've always thought about it like that. Like, literally everyone's living their own movie. Like, a lot of people try to fantasize their life and shit. and some people hella hate on it, but like fuck, you know, like kind of like fantasizing your life, like kind of like helps you grasp the moment more. I feel like sometimes, like, you know, I don't know if that even makes sense, but your life is just so like I'm not even fantasizing. What's it called? Romanticizing or some shit like that, bro. But like how a lot of people just try to make it seem like, wow, like this is such an incredible moment, but it's just really one moment of so many moments that you live throughout your week, you know? Like one moment that you're living with your homies or some shit, one big moment throughout your week. Out of all the moments that you went to school, that you like did this, that you went to work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's important to capture the big moments too, you know? Like we work all week so that Saturday and Sunday, or like, you know, like just overall that satisfactory feeling that we have when we accomplish something.
Where do you envision yourself then in like 10 years? Where do you think you'll actually be?
Carter, that's such a tricky question, man. And I feel like before, if you would have asked me this, we're in 12th grade. If you would have asked me this in maybe 10th, 9th, or all those grades, I'd be like, I'll be like living in an apartment, you know, like just doing my own thing, living life. Maybe doing the 9 to 5, you know, like just barely getting by, but being happy, you know, finding something that just like is okay with me, you know, like a job that wouldn't really feel like a job. But I feel like as time has passed, like it really just like life in general changes how how where you see yourself in time and where you just want to be, like your goals harder. Because I really think that I really didn't see anything for myself. Like I just saw myself like I was like, no, this is it. Like I'm not gonna like find. I didn't really see the whole American like the casual American life of getting kids, getting your home, raising them, you know, just having that life. But as like time has passed, like as much as I thought I was gonna be crazy motherfucker and I was gonna do this or do that, like happiness is really like, you know, like so like different to everybody, you know, like you view what makes you happy different to what makes me happy. But yeah, I really envision in 10 years I envision myself, I think how we're right now, we're fucking 17. At 27, I think I could see myself married, honestly. Like I think I'm pretty happy right now with who I'm with, and I don't see it different right now. Right now, I think manifestation is something that honestly I think I was so dumb to say that I preached it, but I wouldn't really like act upon it, you know? Like it was hypocritical of me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just like yeah, I think I'm really happy with where I'm with right now. Like where I'm at and stuff. And I just hope that I can continue to be this content with everything.
That's
Like honestly, Carter, you know what's crazy, Carter? That we have the original podcast, and I feel like in the original podcast, what we said and our rule of what like just the direction of the podcast was so different to this, you know. And we're gonna be able to compare podcast 1 and podcast 2, but maybe the audio, like whoever's listening, might not be able to listen to podcast 1, you know, like as we decide. And it's just crazy to me, you know. It's just you have the power, Carter.
yeah, the power.
But yeah, I think we're that. So yeah, in 10 years, I took a long ass time. Probably took 7 minutes explaining that. But yeah, I think my opinion of it has changed in like as time has changed, and only God knows, you know. But like for what I see for myself now, hopefully, and I like like God help it be, you know. I'll be with my who I'm with right now, and I'll be with her for freaking forever, man.
When's the last time you saw her?
Dude, literally not even that long ago, bro. Last it was my birthday yesterday,
Oh,
Carter.
happy birthday then. Happy late birthday.
Ha- Happy 2 hours belated birthday. Thank you, man. On Snapchat, I have it as like April some shit, I think. And a couple people messaged me this year on like when that shit happened. I was like, bet. But yeah, 17, bro. I finally caught up to you guys.
Yeah, I remember everyone saying you were supposed to be in one grade lower than us, but you cheated the system.
I cheated the system, but you already know your boy was like, nah, I'm gonna be with the older people. That's crazy, bro. I'm so happy that that's how it happened, though, because it really, like, if you think about it, a 2 year difference, it kind of would have, like, been different. You know, I wouldn't have been with you guys. I would have been literally a year younger.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met Alex, you, none of them. It would have been a completely different thing. Hey, how has it been for you? Who do you really like hang out with at APA and stuff?
Well,
Like, describe to me your day at APA. How was it like
well,
as a senior at APA?
so since the whole COVID thing, we wear masks every day, basically, and a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of the people decided to stay at home. So really, the people I talk to on a daily basis is Julian, Mike, like Abdi, Sabari Sorka, Alex, DLT, and that's Sam Cabrera, and that's about it, really.
Ooh, that's a pretty good set of people that you named. I remember all of those people that you
Yeah,
named.
no one.
Abdi stands out to me. Doesn't Abdi, I think I had him on Snapchat. Maybe I still do. Maybe he doesn't post anymore. Maybe he unadded me. But he was doing his like quarantine
Vlogs.
what was it
Yeah,
called?
quarantine vlog.
His vlogs. But he
Yeah, he
stopped,
stopped.
I think,
Yeah, he
or
stopped.
he should have kept going, honestly. They're pretty entertaining, I'm not gonna lie.
He explained why he stopped. I don't remember though. It was something about like he was just too many people were saying stuff to him, and he just didn't feel like uh dealing with that anymore.
Fuck. Honestly, he should have kept going. I think that's the reason that like that should have just pushed him more. But I don't know. I don't know how he felt truly, how that would have been. But fuck it, honestly. Abdi has a voice. He could have fucked those people, like he's bold, like I think that's just he should just get props for trying to do that shit in general. Like even you doing this right now, like just your podcast in general, because a lot of people are just scared, to like put themselves out there or just like say shit, but it's just really like fuck it, we're really gonna live this shit once. But yeah, I hope Abdi keeps doing that shit. Wasn't he on his like spiritual shit and like Sork was
Yeah,
too?
they're still on it.
Yeah, like what do you like? Do you really think they're like different people now? Do you really think that?
Well, I have my theories on why they became spiritual. I don't want to talk about them without like
You're like,
because
nah, fuck it. Just spill the beans, man.
they deny it every time I bring it up. They deny it, but in my heart, the my idea was that the reason why both of them went spiritual is just because of their hearts being broken, and they needed a path to find some way to feel happy again.
That is so smart, Carter. But I think that could be completely true now that I think of it. Because Abdi, what relationship was it for him that
Kelly was
do you
it
think
was Kelly.
Kelly? And then Sorka, yeah, I don't want to address Sorka's relationship because honestly, I still honestly fuck with Sorka hard. I think Sorka's gonna. Do you think Sorka will be hearing this?
No, he doesn't listen. I know he doesn't listen.
Nah.
Avi
Well,
listens.
I think
Avi listens. I know he.
Abdi listens. Maybe he'll tell Sorka. But yeah, fuck it, yeah. But damn, wow. No, honestly, no. Maybe they do have their own reasons. Fuck it. You never really know, Carter.
Yeah,
Because as much as I want to like say about people, but you never really know. Like maybe it really was that they just, you know. I wish honestly, because honestly, I hear like a lot of people that recently, like through all of this, have embarked on a spiritual journey and stuff. So I don't want to dismiss it like completely
I don't want to dismiss them.
or at
I don't want
all.
to dismiss them,
Uh huh.
but I just noticed that they started doing it right after all that shit happened. So I was like,
Mhm.
are these connected or am I just making stuff up?
Mhm. No, but honestly, even if it was, can you really say like, would it be a bad thing too? You know,
Uh,
like, cause sometimes maybe like spiritual journeys, like shit, you know, just shit like that. Like when you find yourself like that, really, like maybe it could have just been after that. You know, they had an epiphany and shit. They were like, no, this is like there's shit beyond
I
this. I don't know,
I feel
really.
like it can be a good thing. They're trying to better themselves, but at the same time, they've been isolating themselves from everyone, which I find it as a negative, because their reasoning is that everyone is against them and that they're just trying to bring them down. But I don't think everyone's against them. I think they just
Mm-hmm.
dislike people and they don't want to like associate with people anymore. Some people that they used to talk to all the time, they don't talk to any at all anymore. So I'm thinking that it's just the more time they have to themselves, the more time they want to isolate themselves.
Wow, that was a very, very bold statement right there. But hey, honestly, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true.
They'll admit it.
Because yeah, I remember honestly, like yeah, like Circle was very like friendly at one point, and I think they probably still are too. I haven't seen them in a while, so I can't really say. Like by my part, maybe you've seen them, so you can say. But yeah, I don't think that's good. You know, they should like still try to talk to people. I think it's good to like beyond your stuff. You can be like, you know, like hey, you know, like I've been, you know, like through all this, you know, like I feel differently about life. But I feel like you should just still like everyone should. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You should just be able to be kind, you know, like be like, hey, it's okay, you know, like fuck it. But like even if we think differently, like you know, we can still live amongst each other. You know, we can still live peacefully. But I don't know. But it would be interesting to like talk to them, like know how it is from
They'll
their point of view and what they
they'll
think.
admit it. Like they say to me all the time that they only talk to each other, me and like a couple other people, and I feel like
But like, why?
I don't. It's just because they feel that they really feel it's them against the world, and that's not the case. No one's against.
No. Mm-hmm.
It's
I think honestly, right now, even like in these times, especially, like fuck with the like. I don't care if you think one is real, one is fucking fake, but like, you know, just times like these in general, like fuck, you know, just be positive, just talk to people, you know, like be happy to be alive, be appreciative for shit you have. Don't take that shit for granted. Cause I don't know, maybe like that's how they think about it now. But after high school, they're gonna be like, wow, so much like friendships and stuff that I had young, like in earlier years that I could have sprouted into other friendships, you know, like went to waste just because I didn't want to like talk to people or something. I don't know, but maybe like the reasoning is like good or justify. But honestly, Sorka's really smart. I've always thought Sorka was smart as fuck too. And Audi too, honestly, for when I was watching his things, I'm honestly that sucks that he stopped doing them. And if he's hearing the shit right now, fucking do them, mom. Do what the fuck, bro. Who the fuck cares if people think that your opinion is different? Like, fuck snowflakes, bro. Like, shit, it's 2020, bro. Fuck whatever the fuck anyone thinks, dude. Like, fuck it. It's literally like nobody really knows what the fuck is going on in the world if you think about it. Cause like shit, everything is just kind of speculation. You watch Fox News, like shit, you're trusting like what the fuck they're saying. You watch CNN's bull crap. You're just trying to like put faith into what the fuck they're saying. Like, come on, you know, just I don't know, just smile, bro. Just talk to people. You're gonna time passes by really fast, man. So whatever.
what's your meaning of happiness?
My meaning of happiness, Carter. Shit, you asked me this last
Yeah, I
time.
want to
Shit,
see.
my answer is probably gonna be
I want to.
different as fuck. No, this is gonna be funny. We're gonna be able to compare both of these. This is gonna be funny.
That's why I'm asking.
My meaning of happiness. Wow. Mm. First of all, I don't think there is the meaning of happiness. I don't think there's a way you can really describe that. Like, I think I've thought about that so much, but as much as you want to think that there is, and there's an answer, there really is. It's kind of what makes you happy innerly, you know? Like, what do you think what do you think the meaning of happiness was for Ted Bundy?
It was killing and raping women, I guess.
He was like, yo, let me just go fuck this bitch and then kill her and yo, you know, like shit like that. But what do you think the meaning of happiness for, let me see, who the fuck is a more wholesome person in the world? I don't know. Just think about for like you, you know, for like your dad, for my dad, you know, just for like the average American to you know grow up, go to college, you know, get your little 2-year degree, your 4-year degree, get married, have kids, own a property, raise your kids, and then keep going, consuming. You know, that's what happiness is to them. And then there's to other people, happiness is just like traveling or just living, you know, going crazy, you know, like enjoying it. It's so subjective, Carter. But I think happiness to me personally, is like I don't think I can say anything like, yeah, but it's like just like making like the memories, you know, just enjoying it, you know, not thinking too much about it, like really. Like I think I wasted so much time in looking at it for like too long, you know?
I get it. Um, hello?
At 2:39 on a school day. What a crazy decision to make. I wonder if Caleb's gonna hop on.
Yeah.
If he can hop on. That's called downloading the app. I don't think he has to download an app,
No,
does
he
he?
doesn't. Just has to go to the
You
link.
don't have to download an app. The link.
Yeah.
The link. Would he be able to join it late by chance?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never done that either. So this could be a part 3 of a part 4.
Uh,
I don't know. You know, do you want to know how I know Caleb?
sure.
I met him at Hunter. You know how I moved to Hunter last year?
Yeah.
I met him because I was slipping class because I was late, bro. And I was honestly like, since I was already new and shit and I didn't know anybody there, just walking in late, I'd be like, damn, you know, fuck all that shit, fuck all the extra attention on me, you know, give me like anxiety, bro. And I never thought I would say that, you know, I thought I was comfortable as fuck in this situation, but yeah. And then I just seen him sloughing, and then he was like, and then I heard him listening to, I think he was listening to Nirvana, and I was like, that's a slap. And then he was like, he showed me some other slaps, and I was like, damn, that's cool, bro. And then yeah, but yeah, I think he's an interesting person too, bro. He's just like I think, I don't know, it'd be an interesting conversation with him as well.
All right.
But all right, where were you? Where were we before we cut off last time?
You cut off on saying something about happiness and what you think happiness is.
Well, that is what happens to me. Whatever the fuck I said, that's what happens to me. Right now, I just, honestly, I'm just focused on, like, living and what is right now. Like, not a lot is guaranteed in the future. But all you can do is have hope and faith in God that what you want is gonna happen. You know, like, manifest that shit. Like, what I have right now is really, like, making me happy. And it's motivating me, honestly. Like, I'm happy with the people who I have, who I'm surrounded with, and who I'm with, you know. You can just hope that in the next years those relationships just develop and like you just get more like fruits of like what the fuck you plant, you know?
Yeah.
What about you, Carter? What the fuck's happiness to you, man? Let's listen to you, bro, because honestly, I haven't listened to a lot of these podcasts, but this is over here.
My idea.
Shit, can you send the link again?
All right. But my idea of happiness is basically the same as yours. The idea of whatever the fuck you want to do and whatever makes you happy is what you should focus on, really. Like I don't have any.
I don't think it's so hard to really like. I've even seen other people discuss the idea of happiness, and it's just such a hard question to get around. I feel like I don't know. It's just like different things make different people happy. Like, what the fuck makes a crackhead happy?
Crack.
Exactly. What the fuck makes you happy? Like living a good life. You know, like being happy with your like like personal like image. You know, like hey, I'm happy with how I did with this. I'm happy with how this is going in life. You know, it's really just. I think it's so subjective to how you're living life, how you've grown up and stuff. I don't know. Like a lot of people are like comfortable and just like they settle with different things. Like they'll be like, hey, this apartment's enough. Whilst another person's like, hey, and I can't like settle with this. I just wanna go above and beyond and do this. But I don't know, man. Depending how life is, hopefully. Honestly, Carter, I never wanted to go to college, but I think I'm 100% gonna go to college, man.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, man?
I'll go to college.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yo,
What college you gonna
can you
go
hear
to?
me?
Oh, is this my man? Did my man's help on right now? Yes, sir. Gooch
Bro,
stink. My
I'm
man.
trying to hold up. I'm kind of like locked outside right now. Trying to.
Are you outside
Yeah,
first?
I can't open the door. The key is stuck.
Damn, my man's. Boys, is it cold outside or how is it feeling
Nah, it's pretty
outside?
fucking nice outside.
Dude, do you have school tomorrow, Caleb?
Nah, fuck school. The fuck.
Fuck school. Are you doing online or
Yeah.
like, where are you going to school right now? East
Yeah,
still?
lame ass school, stinky ass kids too.
But I thought you said that. Honestly, last time I talked to you, I thought you said East was a pretty good school.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's just like the kids there are fucking weird.
Okay, so Loserville, the main person right here, he's my friend. He's my friend Carter. I met him in APA. Hell smart ass motherfucker, bro.
Smart ass.
Got a let me see. Let me give you some stats on Carter. He got a 27 on an ACT. He's just overall pretty smart. One time he got suspended for writing a song about shooting up the school. Carter, that's a fact, right?
That is a fact. Yes.
That is a fact. I put that. That's an interesting fact, huh, Caleb? What's your first reaction to that?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That's pretty interesting. We were in what grade was that, Carter?
I was in 8th grade.
In 8th grade. He wrote a song about shooting up the school or something like that. What was the line,
too.
Carter? Do you still remember it?
No, I don't.
I don't remember the line either. But it was pretty iconic, bro. It was a pretty monumental moment in APA history. You know what APA is, Caleb?
Of course, the fuck.
Yeah, me and Carter used to go there, dude. That's how we
I
met.
used to go there too, man. The fuck?
Swear, in what grade? No way.
Are you fucking serious, man? I thought I told you this shit already.
What? PA encounter of 3 different timelines, bro. I'm dead. What year did you go there? When?
I started going to the first camp, like the low campus, SNA.
Mm-hmm.
I went there for 4th grade, all the way up to 6th grade. Then for 7th grade.
Wait, so you went there in 6th grade? Yeah. And then when you were in 6th grade, I was in 7th grade.
Pretty sure, yeah.
We were at that school at the same time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So we were roaming those halls at the same. That is great. Success. We were roaming those halls at the same time. That is wild, Carter. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe that.
Person, man. I cannot believe that. So much people. I didn't know that as well, Carter. Honestly. Wow.
Honestly, fuck APA.
Dude, honestly, Carter's still there. He's gonna graduate there.
Oh hell no.
Dude, but think of
Yeah.
Think of how much. Yeah, but think of how much an accomplishment that is, though.
Dude,
on the high key.
Both of my siblings graduated from APA, and they haven't gone to college.
Swear.
So shit.
Swear, what?
Oh God,
dude. Honestly,
my oldest brother, he's like,
honestly,
he went to college for a bit, but he dropped out, and now he's just working. Now he's a manager at Panda Express, and he owns like I think 3 shops.
Hey, dude. Okay, but that's good though. That's not even a bad ending.
Yeah.
Like at that point, he has to be earning like $19-$20 an hour plus, bro. What the fuck? Being the manager of like 3 different stores.
He makes like
that's
40
a good
an hour, I think.
Bro, what the hell? Then yeah, bro. Honestly, that's better than going to college. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But I think I'm gonna go to college. What are you gonna do, Caleb?
Me? Shit,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm trying to graduate early, to be honest.
Like when?
My goal is to I don't know. I sound pretty stupid when I say it, but I just feel like I gotta get school out of the way, you know. But I don't want to rush at the same time, you know.
School's a mandatory part of our lives. High school, especially high school, dude. High school is just like a must. It's not something that we can really, put to the side. Like me and Carter are gonna graduate this year, right, Carter?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna graduate in January or
Nah, all the way in the end of the year. Dude, I'm hoping to make the end of the year come back to APA. But I don't know if it's possible. Because I have to do a couple packets, not going to cap. And I don't know if I'm going to be kind of lazy. And I feel like I'm going to leave them to the end of the year. And like probably have the possibility of like graduating APA. But damn, you know? Like, do I really want to graduate APA? Like, fuck.
Nah, fuck that school.
Carter's like, damn. He's just like,
damn, I'm the only one that's still here. Fuck.
Dude, you and Alex, Carter, you guys are fucking the Lone Rangers, man.
We're top dogs.
The top dogs. I thought Alex was dumb as fuck. Remember how I used to roast Alex for fucking being like, I don't know, when he would read and shit and he would stutter, I would just laugh at him. But like honestly, like I say it in a rude way, but honestly he's like basically my brother. So he would laugh at me too and shit. But like he's there, and I'm gonna be hella proud of you guys to see you guys graduate there, to be honest. Big accomplishment. You freaking pimps.
Yeah, my brother graduated last year from Hunter.
Dude, dude, that's crazy. That's such a monumental part of our life that everybody is just kind of like pushed to go through. Like it's like really such a symbolic moment that we kind of just, it's like the marking of another. What do you guys think you guys are gonna do? Like, what the fuck?
Bro, honestly, right now, I'm like working extra shifts to buy the shit that I want. Not like clothes or like, you know, because like I bought expensive clothes, but at the end, it's like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit, you know?
Like it's just materialistic shit.
Yeah,
like
it's just clothes, you know? Like, damn. And so, yeah, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna just start buying like instruments and like all that shit. So like,
yeah, because honestly, dude, that shit that you like have with you for like ever, you know, I think that's so like good, honestly, to just like get good at something, you know, like a lot of people don't do anything with their time, but like when you just like put a little bit of time into some shit, or, like you actually like have like a passion for doing some shit, you know, like fuck, like you're gonna live your life being like, fuck, I did this, you know, like shit.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to just do nothing.
Cause like, so my dad, we have like a big ass backyard, and my dad built like a little house in the backyard, you know. And like I'm inside it right now, so it's like pretty big, but what he built it for was for me, like for me to like pursue my music shit. Right here, I got like my guitar, my bass, and like, you know, the PA system and all that shit. And yeah, I'm like, sooner or later I'm gonna like start filling this place up with like instruments and all that shit.
Dude, that's so good, actually, dude. Actually, because that's like it's gonna motivate you to keep working, and like you're just gonna have like a reason, like just like something to keep doing throughout like your next 2 years of like high school, and like you can actually like make it through that and shit, you know. Like people, I feel like a lot of people call bullshit, and it's so easy to be like, nah, like you know, but like people just don't like think like that. A lot of people are just like, nah, they just satisfied with like living the same fucking life like as everybody. They're like, I'm gonna be the next average Joe.
I just feel like school teaches you to like work, like to get jobs and to get jobs that pay you good.
Yeah.
To like graduate and make sure you get those jobs. But it's like, bruh.
Like it doesn't really teach you the essential shit. It doesn't teach you like how to branch off. Like the Carter, honestly, how's it been in APA? Like what have they like told you guys about like graduating? What do you see for yourself, Carter?
The
Like
Builder's
something
poem.
nah, this motherfucker, the village poem, he said.
They just try to teach you shit like it's a lot of stuff that most people is not gonna need. I don't understand that really. They should be teaching stuff like taxes and like
yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, some of my
like
friends
that.
At APA are already in fucking calculus. Like, the fuck are you gonna do with calculus?
Like for reals, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
shit,
I think we need more like but Carter, are you really gonna what do you want to be when you're older, Carter? Tell me right now. Like what are you pursuing in college?
comedian.
You wanna be a comedian?
Yeah.
Do you think being in calculus is gonna help you like be
Hell
a
fucking
comedian?
no. No.
Then exactly, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like you should know how to do your taxes, like branch off into like doing like stocks or some shit, just something out of like there's so many ways besides just doing it the basic way that we could make it out, I feel like. But I don't know, that's just how we're like bred to be, bro. Like it's literally the system.
Yes.
Like, and we're living in a crazy time right now. Like if you really think about it right now, this is a pretty crazy like podcast. This is like a podcast during the Rona time, during that Black Lives Matter, during that hashtag Safe Children shit.
Yeah, bro.
Like just
like
so much in general.
Yeah, because on Twitter, everyone's like, you do realize we're living through a fucking history chapter right now? And that
Like
shit's
it is,
fucking
bro.
insane to think
And
about.
it's insane to think about, but it's true because this is what the fuck they're gonna put in the history books about our times, bro. They're gonna be like, yeah, like there was a lot of Black Lives Movement matters in 2020, coronavirus, and this is what happened. Like, and we're not even done with it, bro. We're not even done with the coronavirus. If you think about it, we're still going through it. We're not done with this shit.
Has it been
like we're still
how many months since we were in quarantine? Like 6?
like since March, I think.
Yeah,
Since March.
6, bro. Literally 6 March. Crazy, man. When I was walking through school last week, like just there, I was like, wow. I was like, this is wild seeing everybody with the mask.
Bro, I was tempted to like, so like, you know how I'm not at Hunter anymore? I was tempted to just show up on the first day of school just to, you know, just to be, you know.
Just to be there, like, hey.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just miss being alone at Hunter, you know?
Dude, it was crazy because you had your own like little journey at Hunter and I did too. But like for reals, dude, even when I was in class or when I wasn't in class, dude, like for reals, I wouldn't really talk to anybody, bro. Like I feel like there was so many people, but that part about it too made me feel so much alone. Because like when I was at APA with Carter and them, like Carter, like we had our like little group, like everybody would talk to everybody.
Yeah.
But at Hunter, if you didn't have your group already established, like no one really wanted to like take you in. Like no one really went out of their way to be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Bro,
you know?
yeah, that was dead ass me. Like, I show up to Hunter, and then there's dudes that are like friends since like elementary, and I try to
like
fit
people...
in, and it's like, who the fuck are you? And it's like, I don't know, man.
Like it's like yeah, at that point in like life, but I think it's so like it's valuable too because you like, I think it helps you learn early that like a lot of those friendships aren't really gonna matter in like your like next years, you know, like in 5 years
I
from now.
realized that like friendships don't matter since like, when was it? Like 6th grade. That's when I was like, bro, friends aren't like gonna last. They're just here for like temporary happiness, you know.
And it's crazy that you hear your parents telling you that shit since forever, and then they find at one point in life it kind of clicks. You're like, wow, like those things that you said were just, like true,
Yeah.
like it fits.
Cause like right now, out of like all the friends and people that I've like met up with, like I only text one, and like we've been friends since I think eighth grade.
Bro, do you know how much people said happy birthday to me yesterday? Guess.
Let me guess. Like personal text or like on Snapchat stories and shit.
Just like anything, like all together.
I'm gonna guess like 6, a handful. I don't know.
Oh damn, we actually hella good, bro. It was 4, but yeah, like it's just like honestly, and I wasn't even surprised. That was the thing that got me thinking too, bro. I was like yeah, like that's about right. I was like yeah, like my girlfriend. I was like Alex, like a couple other friends, but that's it. And I was like, I think before I would be sad. Like, I think last year when it happened, I was sad, and then this year I was just thinking about it, and I was like that's how it is. Like at what point in life, everybody like chooses to be with the people who like have common interests and shit, and that's just like a part of it.
Yeah.
But, like I don't remember saying happy birthday to a lot of people either. So I'm not even fucking butthurt. Like fuck it, like whatever. It is what it is.
I just feel like birthdays are kind of unnecessary because it's like
I think they are too, dude. Honestly, and I've never liked the whole like cake shit or anything, bro. I'm like nah, like it's just like a day. Like God bless you that I'm alive and healthy.
I think
But
like the last like happy birthday I've ever had was like when I was turning I think 13. When I turned 13, I woke up that morning and then I was like, oh shit, it's my birthday. But it took me like a few hours to realize. And I was just walking around the house to like notice if my family noticed. And no one fucking said anything. And then when I walked up to my mom, I was like, Mom, do you know it's my birthday? And she's like, oh shit, you're right. And then she like tells everyone, and I'm like, damn, birthdays ain't shit.
you're like, hey,
And it was already like
I'm
noon.
there.
It was already noon. I was like, damn.
You were just staring everybody
Yeah,
down. You
my
were like, hey
dad
yo,
didn't
where
even
the
like,
presents at?
fuck.
You were like, hey yo, where the presents at? Where the
Exactly.
celebration
No,
at?
I've never actually gotten presents for my birthday, bro. Like, I've only gotten like fucking corny ass cards.
Bro, but honestly, corny ass cards. Do you keep them at least?
Yeah, I keep them. The fuck? I'm not an animal.
See, that fucking matters right there. At least you, in years, you'll be able to look back at them
Yeah, I still
corny
have like,
cards.
I still have a birthday card from this one girl from 7th grade. I don't even talk to her at all. But, I just
Dude,
look at it and be like, damn, I had friends.
like, hey, yeah. Dude, I think honestly, I think this was the last birthday that really was significant to me because I guess 18 is gonna be cool too, but
Oh shit, yeah.
17's
18.
17's the last year, that I'm underage, that
Yeah.
it's still like, and it kind of marks my last year of like high school too. Like it's literally almost at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, it's like, fuck, it's really real. Like, what about you, Carter? What the fuck? What year was the one for you?
I don't know. I really haven't been liking birthdays for a while. I didn't really care for a long time. It's just
You never really cared for your birthdays?
it's just one of those things that you're fucking a day older. Every day you're older. Every second you're older.
Every day you're closer to dying. Every moment you're like just closer to death.
Yeah, I don't know about you
Day
guys, but
closer to
like
death.
when people are like happy birthday, to me it feels like when people are like, oh, it's Hanukkah, you know?
For real, son. I just
Like,
like that.
okay.
I'm
Like, that's
like,
cool, I
shit.
guess.
Like, yeah.
Like, you do your
I
thing, I'm
guess
gonna
I'm
do
older.
like. Mm-hmm.
No, but honestly, like, too, like, shit, it is like your day of birth. So, like, fuck. It can wait too, like, damn. That is when the fuck you were born, bro. Like, shit. Hey.
I
Gang, we've been on
mean,
this planet for a minute.
yeah. I don't know,
But
man.
damn, we're just gonna. we're just getting older and older.
Yeah.
I think it's just like we're just closer and closer.
I think when I'm gonna celebrate my birthday is when I turn 21. That's when I'm gonna celebrate.
Dude, but that's really like the last one that you would really want to celebrate. So
No, I think the
fuck it,
last
celebrate
birthday
all of them.
would be like 20, like 26, 25.
I think because those are still the prime years.
Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah, still prime years.
Those are probably like
Yeah,
the
and
prime
then once you're
years.
28, you're too old. Like that's just old. The fuck, you're just old.
First, honestly, bro, Carter, you know what I was looking at too. Carter, do you watch the UFC, Carter?
Yeah, I watch UFC.
Dude, that shit's fucking crazy. John Jones is moving up to heavyweight, bro. Like, what is this boy doing?
I don't know. I think it makes
I think he's
sense
in.
logically because he's beaten everyone in
Logically, it
like
does because for
yeah,
like the past 10 years, dog.
he's
But
beaten
I don't know, man. I
everyone.
think him versus Ngannou, who wins? Ngannou wins 1,000%.
I think John Jones is a better wrestler than Ngannou though. So I think John
Okay,
Jones.
but if John didn't try to engage in wrestling with Reyes, I don't know if he's gonna want to do it with Ngannou. You feel me? Like gets caught up in the clinch with Ngannou and gets clipped, bro. Nah.
He's not gonna
Like
try. He's
John's,
not gonna try to strike Ngannou. Ngannou is too much of a power hitter. He's not gonna try
dude.
striking.
I don't know. That would be crazy. Because if Stipe could fucking hang with Ngannou, bro, could John? Because like, if you think about it, do the MMA math. If John beat DC twice, DC beat Stipe once, and there was a competitive match second time, do you think it would like mean that John would fuck up Stipe? Like, and would that mean that he could fuck up Ngannou? Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm hoping
So
what
much possibilities.
my dream fight in the UFC right now is Habib versus George St. Pierre.
Dude, oh my god. And they're entertaining it. And dude, you know what was the best part? When Dana was like, hey, sure. When he said sure, I was like, bet. Dude, because honestly, who do you think would win? I think George would win it, bro. I would be
George
cheering
is
for
a
George.
George.
He's a fucking monster, bro. Like, what the? Like, Khabib is a monster too, though, bro. Like, who do you think would shoot for the takedown first? It's crazy, man. Like it's just too wild to think about.
The thing is, like, Habib needs to gain weight because George St. Pierre is too old to lose all that weight. He's getting too old, so even
No, dude. It would have to be at 155, bro. There's no way it would be at catch.
I think it's got to be catch weight because even George St. Pierre says he's like having like blood problems and all that. So he's
No. But he says that, bro. But I feel like he's really saying that just so he can like be like, hey, like I'm aware of this problem, but I'm trying to fix this shit. You know, like he's like gonna. He's like, I feel like he's already been like George isn't dumb, bro. Like if he's been thinking about this fight for a minute and he knows it's a possibility now, he's probably trying to get leaner already. You know, like if he got bigger for the fucking the fight at 185, then I think he could do it for 155, and I think he'll take it away, and be the greatest of all time, like 1,000%.
who do you think is the greatest of all time then?
Honestly, a lot of people think it's Khabib or John, but like I don't think you can really say anything about John until he moves up to heavyweight. Because right now, I think all time, even DC's higher than him and Henry, and all of those people who've done it like double time, because that just proves that you can do it at one weight and do it at another weight. But I don't know, like it's just like time will tell. Like we're living through it right now too.
Uh,
Like shit.
Anderson Silva used to be the greatest, and then he got knocked the fuck
Dude,
out.
Dude, if Anderson Silva wouldn't have been a fucking goofball and trying to like, wasn't he just like putting his hands down and he was trying to dodge this motherfucker like the Matrix?
Yeah,
And then he got clipped. He got clipped on the chin. I was dead. I was
that
like,
was supposed to be his
oh,
last fight too, and I was so sad.
uh-huh. Dude, if he would have retired on that note, completely different story. Dude, couldn't have the fight in between him and George have been possible because they were like around at the same time?
Yeah, but they were friends. They didn't want to fight each other, I think.
Dude, fuck that. They were scared of each other, I bet, nigga. They were like, they had a fucking deal. They were like, nah. They were like, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. Like, shit. Whoever the fuck gets knocked out, and like, maybe then we'll try to do something at different divisions. But nah, dude, that would have been a crazy fight. That would have, oh my lord. Dream fight right there.
What do you think about this whole sports during coronavirus?
Dude, honestly, fuck it, dude. Honestly, everyone's gonna get the Rona. Caleb, do you think you got the Rona already?
I got it. I already got it.
You see, I'm telling you, bro. It's just some shit that like we're young. A lot of us are young, and people who aren't young, like everyone has kind of generally
Yeah, bro.
good immune
At this
systems.
time, like the people who are gonna die, they're gonna die. Like, damn.
That whatever's meant to be will be. That's what this one lady at work told me. She was like, "If I'm gonna die, then fuck, I'm gonna die. Like just cause I put on this fucking mask or like some shit, then it's just meant to be." Dude, but there was this one Asian lady, not rest in peace, but she got fired. But she would be like, "Nah, son, I ain't trying to get the coronavirus." But hopefully she ain't get it, cause she was kind of old.
No.
She got breathing problems. Like,
Yeah, that
come on,
shit.
grandma.
Yeah, one of my mom's friends, like moms, died from the
Mhm.
virus.
Yeah, that's when I think.
They had her like
Mhm.
on the respirator for like 2 days, and then they were like, nah, and then they cut it
That's what
off.
I think. Like a lot of people who think it's fake just haven't heard shit like that. You know, like
Yeah,
it's real. You know,
yeah.
like you can't just completely dismiss a fucking virus.
Dude,
Like
people who
I
think
seen a
it's
lot of.
fake, they're
Uh-huh.
stupid as fuck.
They're fucking retarded. Like I believe a lot of like the other shit. You know, like there's like a limit. I think you have to limit your like just like shit. You know, like there's facts and then there's just shit that we choose to like or like we give into. But nah, like fuck that. That's just real. Like
Yeah, cause like
it's just
I'm on some Facebook
what.
groups, like you know the Facebook
Mhm.
Marketplace and all that shit. Sometimes
Mhm.
people like post political stuff, and then there's like grown ass dudes with like grandchildren and shit, and they're like, the virus will go away on the election night, and then there won't be another one for another like 4 years. It's like, are you fucking
Dude,
stupid?
Dude, hey, honestly, maybe I don't think it'll happen like that, but I think the virus will come back
Yeah,
eventually.
I'll definitely come back during winter,
hmm
dude. Everyone's gonna
Dude, the
fucking
winters, I don't know,
die.
it'll be interesting, bro. And I think that this is the interesting part of our lives right now because we're living through it and we really don't know what the fuck's gonna happen until it happens. Like
Yo,
this
my
this Christmas, we're not really only looking forward to Christmas. We're also being like, damn, what's gonna happen with the Rona?
my
Like
theory my
shit.
theory is that like it's gonna mutate or some shit because of like like with all the
hmm
fucking flu season,
Dude, honestly, that would fuck, dude. Hopefully,
and then they're gonna
like,
have to like close down the schools again.
dude, I don't think they're gonna close down the schools or anything. You wanna know my wild prediction?
Mm.
That they let school restart and all that shit like that, and let everything happen with restrictions, knowing that these masks aren't gonna really protections, the restrictions aren't gonna really protect us,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of just trying to like wait it out and like low key about getting coronavirus, but none of us are really gonna be like asymptomatic. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like we're all gonna not gonna be showing it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna pass it, you know, like who the fuck knows if I had it last week? If I had a little cough for 2 days and then my immune system was like, alright, nigga, you're 17 years old, you're not. It's just a little fucking like flu, you know?
Yeah.
It's only meant to kill off a little bit of people. I believe in that shit, honestly, that it was meant to just like thin us, you know, like
Uh-huh.
shit, overpopulation and shit like that, like you never know,
Yeah,
bro.
it's actually a pretty good
Like
thing, but it's just like the way.
I know it's helped though, huh, with like the pollution and shit. I've seen that shit, bro. Like for real, it's like that shit's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, bro, good for you on like some terms, but like damn.
Yeah. Like to
Mhm.
take it in that turn is pretty weird though, cause like some motherfuckers will be like, well, there's young kids with asthma, you know, I can't be
Mhm.
outside. But at the same time, you're like bound to get it. And, like your body will be
Mhm.
tested
It's just something.
on site.
Mhm. I think maybe the people who are like at most risk to like dying of it, like critical condition. Then fuck, I see why they take so many risks, but like besides that, I guess it's mandatory and shit at school. But I think they've already mismanaged it hella, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
just in general, they haven't taken the right measures. So when the fuck, like when they get mad and shit, that like we're not following like their standards and shit's like damn, like fuck, you guys chose to restart school. You know, you guys chose to let like 100 people be in the same concentrated fucking area for like 8 hours a day.
Wait, was the school crowded? Like, was it just like a normal ass day?
Dude, it was crowded, honestly. Like not as crowded as before, but during lunch, bro, like they had little things that I guess blocked you from like each side, but you could still sit next to each other. You could still find ways to just like in the hallways, people were still standing like those like little roadblocks,
What the
like
fuck?
it was crazy, bro. It was like basically a normal last day in school with a little bit less people and the fucking mask on and people being like, "Hey, get to class." But
Yeah.
nah. Yeah, it's a pretty dumb thing to restart it, but I think we're gonna have to get into a normal life anyways. And it's my senior year, Carter. It's your senior year as well. Like it'd be pretty dumb if we chose to like do online. It's just part of our life that we have to live. Dude, honestly, Carter, do you think you know what I want? I thought life was gonna be for me when going into high school.
What?
I thought it was gonna be like the movie, bro.
Hey,
But I just didn't live up to it, I guess, bro. I was like, shit, like, damn. I guess I'm just not the party type. Like, damn.
you are the party type. You're just the calmer party type.
Like, shit. Like, damn, why don't I like to dream, bro? Like, damn. I wish I did like to be honest.
What do you not like about it?
I don't know, dude. Honestly, I think I like to be in control of like what I like feel and like what I'm doing, you know? I don't like anything to be blurred out. Like, I feel like my mind's already kind of like not fucked, but like I'm already like how I am already, Like I'm not trying to just like be altered state of mind on fucking alcohol or some shit. Like being high something else. Like when you're high, like fuck you. Okay, you're a little bit tired. Maybe you're like depending on like what you're doing. Like smoking, you're just like kind of like just like more loose about shit. But nah, like drinking is just a whole different thing. Like fuck that shit. Nah, I'm good on that. Once in a while with the boys, though, alright? So if my boys are hearing this, you already know I'll sip on some Modelo's with y'all, alright? So don't be fucking hating on me, alright? Fam. Let me know, alright? Let me know if y'all trying to sip. No, I just can't. Don't let me know because fuck that. But let me know. But what about you guys? Do you guys like to drink, bro? What's your opinion on that shit?
I don't know. I just think it's funny when dudes like are clearly like their brains are rotten from acid, and then they're like, "No, bro, trust me. You will learn everything from the government, and like everything is fake, bro. The universe." Like they try to sound woke, but they're just like kind of retarded because they did a little too much acid, you know. Like I have a friend that went on like a fucking what's that shit called? Like when you go on like days, like streaks of just doing drugs.
Dude, that's fucked. I've never done that, but that's hella bad for
Yeah,
you, bro.
he
Like,
did
just
that,
like,
but
what
like
kinds of drugs? Like,
he
just
did tabs.
just like acid or like, oh my god,
Yeah,
that's hella
he did
bad for
like
you.
six
That makes you kind of,
six tabs a day. He told me.
oh hell no, that rots your brain, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I heard, Carter, and you know what I heard? Like, I literally just legit heard that. Like, when I did my research, every time that I was gonna do that shit, you do your research. You're only supposed to do that shit pushing yourself, bro. Maybe at least, maybe the most three times a year you can do that, like 2 times a year,
Mm-hmm.
But that's pushing it, dude, and that fucks up your like your what's it called? Those receptors in your head that make you happy, bro. I can't even think about it
Dopamine.
at the top of my head. Your dopamine receptors, bro. Like it really like it can fuck you up, bro, and it can just make you like feel like dumb,
Mm-hmm.
But that's why you're only supposed to take it like 2 times a year, or like you're just really like relatively far. But those people who do it like in a row like that, that's just crazy to
Yeah, I
me,
know. When he
man.
told me that shit, I was like, "What the fuck, man?" Like I couldn't, cause so me and him were like best friends back in like third grade, and we recently linked up during quarantine. Cause I was like, "Yo, how's it been?" And
Mm-hmm.
like he didn't live that far from me. Cause like we went to the same elementary school as kids, and we just like I went over to his house, and he had to like go buy like groceries for his like mom and shit. And I was like, okay, why not go with him? You know. And we were just talking about like drugs and shit, and he was just talking about how he was like in a really dark place with like acid and shit, and how like it got him nowhere.
Dude, that shit fucks you up. That shit could fuck you
Yeah,
up
and like
because if you
what's
like,
even more fucked up is that like this was middle school. Like he wasn't even
that old as well.
yeah. Like I think he was in 8th grade or 7th grade. But now he like sticks to like dabs and shit.
Yeah, bro, I think that shit can hella fuck you up, especially like hallucinogenics and like just harder drugs in general, bro. It's just
Yeah.
no bueno. What do you think about that, Carter?
About taking tabs every day.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think it's stupid. Fucking
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that shit.
Really
You're not
fucking dumb.
your mind. You're yeah. I think our minds like I used to think about it differently, but your mind's really meant to be like sober. You know, like you can. I guess you can alter and shit, and like
Yeah, but
you
then
learn
like
stuff like that.
you
But
look at the motherfuckers who take like DMT and how they end up. They're like fucking monks. Their fucking mentality.
hey, but hey, I think that shit. I think that shit's like good though. Like honestly, you know what's a life goal of mine?
Hmm.
I want to take ayahuasca one day.
Ayahuasca.
You know what ayahuasca
the
is? I
shit,
think Carter knows
the
what
shit that makes
ayahuasca
you
is.
puke.
Shit that makes you puke.
I think I've heard it. I don't know.
Dude, okay, on Netflix there's a show called Unwell, I think. It just came out. And there's an episode called Ayahuasca. You should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of just runs through it. It shows you the good parts. Like, it shows you people with good outcomes, people with bad outcomes, why they take it, the reasons, like, what happens. And I think it would just be like, I think before I die, I want to just explore so many options, you know, like, I don't want to go. I don't want to die being like, wow. I wonder what that would have done to me. How that would have changed my life.
Yeah, because apparently with DMT, like DMT is a chemical that's already in your brain, but it's just released when like I think like seconds before you die, the chemical is released into your brain.
Even when you dream, bro, like that
Yeah, yeah,
chemical's
yeah.
just like
It's
in
in
us,
your
bro. That's
brain.
just that methyltryptamine. That's just crazy,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah,
and
that motherfucker.
and
Yeah.
so like when people take it, they like see spiritual shit. They see like gods. They see like elves. They travel through dimensions and shit. And
You
they
know who's
talk.
taking that? Joe Rogan, bro. You know that,
Yeah.
huh, Carter?
Yeah.
And like
Dude, yeah, that's
people,
crazy, bro.
I heard about this one experience of this dude saying that like when he first took it, he was like in his room, and that like he saw like 6 versions of himself in the same room, and they were all like their own consciousness, you know, and like
hmm
he started figuring out that like each of them was like one of his insecurities or like depression and like anxiety
hmm
and all that shit, and they would
Uh-huh.
just talk to them like, and they would talk back like as if
hmm
it was his depression, you know.
Dude,
That shit's just
That's just
fucking crazy, you
mm,
know.
this shit is crazy, dude, because I think and it really does help those people after. Like it helps them
Mm-hmm.
figure out like a part of their life. Like
Yeah.
it really does help, honestly. I think that shit's probably more beneficial to you than something like acid or shrooms, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's just more shit for like the visuals, you know. I think you can still have life like revelations, you know, like wow, like it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, you know, that like this little tab can make you feel this or shit like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When you take some shit like that, like ayahuasca and dimethyltryptamine, that shit that's already in you, you know, that shit that goes out of like the earth,
Mm-hmm.
just so much of like a more like natural feeling, I
Yeah.
guess. Dude, but yeah, I'm gonna do ayahuasca one day, Carter. You should do it with me, Carter. Would you be down?
One day, sure.
Actually, like when you know, I was watching it and like the retreats are like $600. We could go to either Florida or we could do it in the Amazons in like Peru. But I think it's safer in Florida. But I think I want to do it in Peru just because I don't think I'd be satisfied if I went to fucking Florida. Because fuck that. Let's go to Peru, you know?
Isn't it like you have
You
to
know what
go?
it helps with?
What?
hmm You know, I mean, to continue, actually, what were we gonna say?
I was gonna say like, don't you have to go to like this sweat lodge and get into a temple basically, and it smokes?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had to drink the brew and shit. You know what
Drink.
it is, Caleb?
Not really. Like,
I'm gonna give you a little brief rundown. Okay, so ayahuasca is a plant that grows in like the Amazons and shit. It's like it literally is like a plant, you know, it grows on like vines and shit, and then you brew it with something else called, I don't know off the top of my head, but both of them together it makes it so that you like hallucinate, and like it makes you so you like you throw up, but there's so much like good properties to it. Like when you throw up, they call it purging. They don't even call it, and they said that it just like heals you, you know, like that it feels good, that you lose like all those things that you've like suffered through and gone through in life, you know. Like people say that they go into there like with depression and shit, and like it just like cures them, you know, like it helps them. It's just like helps them with that shit.
yeah,
It's just dude, and that's just I can't even explain it right now, bro. Like it's just that's just like the super surface level me just broad explaining it. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Besides the throwing up aspect of it, and like I think you would be pretty like interested in what that is. Like if you're ever gonna try some a hallucinogenic or psychedelic, I think it should be that. It'd be the most beneficial thing, I think.
yeah, bro. That shit sounds pretty cool though. Throwing up.
Yeah.
I
Fuck.
haven't thrown up in a long ass time.
Dude, I hate throwing up. That's like one of my like the worst feelings. I
Dude,
think
at
that's why I
this
don't like to
point,
drink
I don't
either.
know. I used to be like a bitch about throwing up, but at this point, anytime I feel like I'm gonna throw up, I'm just like, you know what, it's whatever. If I throw up, I don't fucking care, you know. Like
But it's cause, uh-huh.
at work, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And like I work at Panda, right? So when I'm serving, dude, the smell of orange chicken, bro, is fucking
Oh,
disgusting.
so flame. Oh my
It like,
god, bro. So gas.
yeah, so like I inhale that shit every time, and then like I go home stinking like that shit, but like the whole ass fucking menu,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just
Huh,
fucking
you'll be like, you'll have a little bit of the teriyaki chicken on you, a little bit of that chow mein.
yeah, yeah, it's fucking gross though. And then I show up the next day, and then it just like smells, and it's like, what the fuck, man? It's like I
Dude,
almost
how is it
throw up.
like working? How is it like working at Panda? I've not worked at like fast food place yet.
Bro, it's actually pretty easy. Like as long as you're not stressing, like if you're just chill and like don't let your anxiety take over or your depression, like that's the worst thing I can do right now. Cause
You're like
yeah,
shit.
cause I've had moments where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just fucking quit because I don't want to do shit. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I gotta chase that bag, you know. I gotta get that,
It's like shit.
and I'm getting paid
It's like the
12 an hour.
depression trying to kick your ass, but at the same time you're like, shit, I gotta get that
I
back
gotta
though,
get
huh?
that bag.
I'm dead. That's how
Depression's
I
like,
be
bro, stay
though.
home, kill yourself. I'm like, nah, I gotta get that bag.
Uh-huh. Nah, I gotta get that. Like maybe I'll kill myself later, but with that bag though, like,
Yeah, let me
hey,
reschedule that. Let me reschedule.
let me reschedule that to after I get paid. You know,
Yeah.
you feel me? Huh? That's crazy. That's dope though, huh? The bag really changes you up,
It
huh?
does, bro. I noticed how like motivational money can get you, and it's pretty fucking gross.
Uh,
But,
it's gross,
yeah,
but at the same time, that's how it. That's just how it is. Like
that's
everyone's.
just the system.
That's how it is. That's how we get what we're using in our hands right now. You know,
Yeah,
that's how we have everything that we
fucking
have
gross.
with money.
Unless you fucking murder people. I don't know.
Unless you
Robs
just fucking
shit.
do it. Dude, you know what show I used to fucking watch a lot? I used to watch a lot of those shows. I can't think about it off the top of my head, but they were like a lot of like crime and like murder shows on like you just YouTube, bro, too. Like just in general, like they'll have like little like clips of it, and then it'll be like the 40-minute one. But
Yeah,
just crazy, bro, how people can really get into that mentality of killing another human being.
yeah, like fucking murderers and shit, like serial
What do you
killers.
think about like what do you think about that, Carter? That's crazy, huh? Like Ted Bundy type of shit.
Well, Ted Bundy was here, man. That shit
That's crazy, huh?
wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, that mm-hmm. That shit's
Bro,
something that
have
was
you
like
heard about Josh
really here.
Powell?
No, who the fuck is Josh Powell?
Dude, you gotta hear this podcast. It's
Oh,
like
I know
about,
that. I know who Josh Powell is.
dude, so like the Lowe's by Hunter, you know that one right next to it? So there's this motherfucker named Josh Powell, and he lived by Hunter, and he killed his wife and his 2 kids, bro.
What?
So it was like back in 2009. We were fucking alive, dude. So this dude, his wife goes missing, and everyone suspects that it's him. And he's like, nah. He moves to Washington, and he like has custody of the kids. And he fucking like one day the child, the fuck are they called, CPS, right? They show up just to check up on the kids, and like the dad opens the door and he shuts down the agent, and she starts hearing yelling inside, and she calls the cops, and then like I don't know where the fucking house blows up, like it fucking blows up. So like what he did was like he got gasoline cans. At first he tried to kill his kids with an axe, like he was just like stabbing them with the axe, I think. And then he just blew up the house. But
what
it's
the
fucking
fuck?
crazy, bro.
But he was like, nah, fam, I'm gonna just blow up the house right quick.
So the Lowe's that's by Hunter, bro. Josh Powell bought fucking he was like a PC fucking loser, like, you know. He had like a bunch of monitors and shit. And he would just go to Lowe's to buy his tools and stuff. He would go to that fucking Lowe's. And like every time I walk in there, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker really.
Like he was through here. Yeah. Like this is like Josh Powell. When Josh Powell decided to kill his children and destroy his wife with an explosion and fire, he removed any doubt from most that he was responsible for the disappearance of his wife, Susan Cox Powell. Her body has never been found after she vanished December 7, 2009 from West Valley City, Utah. So her body has still
somewhere buried. Somewhere buried in the desert.
Yeah, it's either it's buried in the desert or it's in one of like the thousands of abandoned mines in Utah.
Wow, and that's true, dude. And that's 100% possible too, because Utah does have a bunch of fucking abandoned mines.
So when they were interviewing the kids after she went missing, they like have it recorded. It's like on YouTube. They're like interviewing the kids, and like the kids are talking about how like the last time they saw her, she was like sleeping in a bed of like gems or some shit. And like, I don't know, they were saying really weird ass shit. They were saying that they were like at a dinosaur park. It's really creepy because like the kids are fucking dead. And what's even more crazy, bro, is that one of my friends from East Hollywood, she used to go to the same church ward as them, and she actually met them, like her parents and shit. Like she was like face to face with the kids too.
That's crazy, because that shit that's like literally was like right here.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Next was, yeah, and then the whole Ted Bundy shit too. That's just, I don't know, but that just kind of shows how like human nature can be too, you know, just how people can be kind and shit, and there's good, like people can be fucking crazy,
Charles
bro.
Manson.
Charles Manson too, bro. Swear,
that dude was like,
that's crazy.
No, that dude was crazy.
He was didn't he make so okay. Fuck, it's been a minute since I fucking heard about Charles Manson. So it was with the 2 girls, right?
No, he had a whole ass cult.
Yeah.
He did have a whole ass cult.
It was called,
and they all fucking worshipped him. He's
He
crazy.
fed them acid, and then he would just like convince them that he's a god and that like his prophecies are real, and that like there's gonna be a race war because he listened to a Beatles song. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Carter, you know that's completely possible, Carter.
What? That there's gonna be a race war?
That somebody could fucking convince you to like of that shit. Like I think a lot of people hearing that shit from an outside point of view, but like fuck, I feel like I could be on that shit and someone could be like spitting knowledge on me, and I could be like, just being on acid alone makes you feel so like the feeling of it is just so, you know, like you think it's just so like revolutionary. You're like, wow, like so much life revelations. But like I don't know, like especially how he is too, bro. He like motherfucker was crazy, dude. Like he literally got them to do all the shit
Yeah,
that
he
they
like
did. Like continue,
he
continue, Caleb. What the fuck happened
he
with that
just
guy?
manipulated them basically, saying that there's gonna be a race war and that the family, it's their job to start the race war. And the race war was called like Helter Skelter or some shit.
Yeah, Helter Skelter.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking.
And didn't he get one of them assassinated the wife of I think it was a famous
Yeah,
director of
Oh,
like
Sharon
those
Sharon
Tate.
Tate.
times.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit was fucking
Uh-huh.
crazy. Like one of them, I think it was a
Yeah.
girl. Was it?
it was like a whole
Yeah.
bunch of
Mm-hmm.
them.
It
It was
was
a
a
whole
girl,
bunch
yeah.
of them.
It was, yeah.
Was it?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was
Yeah, it
just
was
Yeah.
like
like
a
three
girl.
guys.
Uh-huh.
It was two
No.
girls and like one guy.
Uh-huh. Like it was a bunch of them who went inside, but
Yeah,
it was only one who like
they
obviously
walked
like
in and then they started stabbing her and like the pregnant lady. They like stabbed her stomach and shit. They had like 47, I think, stabs in her
But
stomach.
you know why they killed them, right?
yup.
I don't know.
Because they didn't I think I actually do, Carter. Let me try to recall. Because so Manson was trying to produce music,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, I think at
Yo,
the
his
time,
album is
yeah,
fire though.
and
yeah. He had good. He actually had good
uh-huh,
songs.
I've heard that shit. I've heard that shit. It was pretty
Yeah,
gas, huh? Have you guys actually
this
heard that
shit's
shit? Yeah.
gas.
Continue, Carter, because I think that's a lot of like I'm stemming off of that,
So,
but I don't know the
so
exact.
before Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski lived there, it was like this big name music producer that Charles Manson would send his music to. But the guy was like, "You're a terrible musician. No one will ever want to buy your music." And so he would go to this guy's house all the time and be like, "Hey, fucking sign me. I want to make music." And he's like, "No, no one wants you." So he memorized this address, and he never realized that the music producer left and that new people came in. And so he told his little cult like, "Hey, this guy is a problem. He's gonna take us all down. Go kill this guy." And then they go in and kill Sharon Tate and like all her friends.
Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. Like, and the way
That
people would
shit
get
is
away with murder
wild.
back then is insane.
How literally they would just like they could. I think it was so easy to avoid justice
Yeah,
compared
I
to
don't
now.
know.
Like
Like,
now, I feel like we're so enclosed. Like they know where everyone is, bro. Like it's
but
so
it's
easy
just
to be
like,
found. Like they literally know
what the
where we
fuck was
are.
up with serial killers in like the 70s and 80s? Like, people were going crazy. The fuck?
Like Jeffrey Dahmer, Son of
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sam.
Yeah, because if you think about it, because right now we don't really have any like. Think about it, who's the serial killer of our
Well,
time.
like people say there's like all serial killers are unknown at this moment. Like 17% of serial killers are unknown right now. It's like
Really? Wow. And then that's wild that probably in like the next maybe 20, 30 years, a couple of them will be unraveled and they'll be the next, like, that generation of people. Bless you.
did you see like that one killer, the
The
Golden State
Golden State
Killer that
Killer.
was found a couple years ago?
Yeah.
No.
So there was this back in the 70s and 80s, there's this one guy who was like in like Southern California and Northern California, just going around raping women and then eventually killing them. And like
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't found till like 5 years ago. And it was like just a cop that lived around the area and would just patrol around the area looking for young women to rape and kill. And it's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's insane how
Wow.
like they get away with that shit. But like now,
Mm-hmm. Dude, cops, I think the whole cop system, dude, is just wild. I think I saw a post about it and it's not easy to just say shit about like seeing posts because you obviously have to like see like where the fuck that reference is from, like what the fuck
Mhm.
that source is from. But like I think it's relatively pretty easy to become a cop, compared to
Bro,
other
yeah, I
things
know.
like
There's like
to other
dudes
jobs
my
and shit.
age that are in the fucking academy right now.
Like that are in the projects, like in
Yeah,
the makings of
yeah.
that shit, dude. Like the fuck, we're not in any interest to be over here in charge of other people
Mhm.
yet, like nigga, we're not even in charge of our nibba. Oh my god, oh my Carter, are you gonna be able to take that shit out right there?
Uh,
If not, my we're living in the, oh my god, this was
you'll be
You're gonna
fine,
get
Maurice.
canceled.
oh my lord.
You'll be
The
fine.
Twitter stands will
We're
get
about
canceled.
Carter Carter, if this goes viral right here, this is why we got canceled. This is why your podcast.
You'll be fine. You're
It'll
not
be fine.
white
No,
like
it
me.
will not.
Podcast is
You're not
gonna
white like
come
me.
up in the future.
No, hey, Caleb, is this agreed that this podcast is canceled 1000%? Someone on Twitter is gonna see this, bro, and we're about to be.
No, they don't know. They don't know our skin color though. Think about it.
Oh,
Hey, bro, son.
Yeah, I'm black.
Hey, yo, no, dude. Oh no, I don't even know what to say no more, bro. Like at this point, it's just making it worse. Like if I feel like
you're not white, so
I
it's
tried
not
to.
that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad as long as you're not like, white.
Nah, we're definitely canceled for surely, bro. Like I'm
If
about
I
to get.
said it,
I
I'm
think
canceled, but
I
you're
think
fine. You should be fine.
there's no way, dude. Especially what we're in 2020 right now,
Especially
fam.
during
Like
these
I think
times. Why would you say that?
29, huh? 2019, I think still somewhat like never acceptable in any case, and I apologize. But 2019, like I don't think nobody really like would have said anything much about it. But like 2020, bro, like just what happened. Chadwick Boseman just died too. You feel me? Like just that
Yeah,
shit, like
rest in peace.
taking a big hit and everything. Rest in peace, my man.
That shit was fucking. Yeah, I was during work when I got the notification that he died, man. And then I was like, I was clocking out, and then I showed the coworkers, and they were like, "What the fuck, really?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's wild, and I didn't hear about it honestly before that he was filming Black Panther and other
Yeah, I
movies.
didn't
Wow.
like. No one knew he had cancer since 2016.
You know, it was such a long
Really?
time if you think about it. And for Black Panther, he was literally like physically he was pretty ripped and shit
Yeah,
too,
that's
you know,
fucking
like he was just
impressive, dude.
uh-huh. And like, he was going through like his fucking treatments and shit. And it's just wild, you know. Like you really just don't know like about those people. And the fact that he did it and he didn't, do you think, you know how much other people would have boasted about like, hey, you know, like this shit and that shit, but like he just didn't say anything about it.
Literally.
He was like, nah, why not? And that's just crazy. I think seeing other people who have died recently and just how like life is like that, it kind of makes you realize like, wow, like, dude, if this person is dying and did so much good, but what wouldn't stop like God or whatever higher being in there is from being
Bro,
like,
we
nah.
should like predict who's gonna die next.
Who do you think, dude? Because that would be kind of fucked though too. Because what if they actually die next?
Selena
And the people were like,
Gomez.
damn, like it's
I called
on
dibs
some
on
death
Selena
note.
Gomez.
He said Selena
Yeah,
Gomez. We wake up
no,
like
she's
later.
gonna get in a car
Noti-
crash in like a Tesla or some shit. How much you want to bet?
notification,
Yes,
bro,
like
on my
Selena
phone in the
Gomez
morning. It's
dies.
like
She fucking dies.
Tesla accident. I'd be like, wow. Honestly, dude? So much people died. Like Juice WRLD died. Lil Peep died like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Like just everybody, bro. Stan Lee, like people in the
Dude,
world in
so
general,
like
bro.
on
Like fuck.
Spotify, there's like this website you can go to and it tells you like which artists you listened to when they like first came out or whatever. And I was like the top 2% of fucking X. I didn't. I fuck.
Swear.
I'm not kidding. It said 2%. Like you were there like day one, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even listen to this.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Honestly, dude, I'm not even gonna cap to this day. I probably listened to X. Like I listened to a lot of his stuff probably because of my brother and because of my friend Alex. But when he was alive and stuff, and even throughout when he died, dude, I feel like when that all happened and stuff, I was like, wow, that's crazy, you know. But like, I think that was like what in between ninth grade year, and I feel like I was just so busy, dude, that shit just passed me by. When I actually like do sit back and like think about it, I'm just like, wow, you know, like X was really here, and like there's like vivid moments that like with, like his songs, like are just like there, you know, in those
Yeah,
moments of life. Like I remember being in eighth grade, the locker room with the boys, listening to like "Look at Me," you know,
yeah.
like "Look at Me, fuck on me," you know, like that hype shit,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like, and even with his newer shit, you'd be like, wow, this man's really dead.
Yeah. I just.
Man's really hit the hate.
I think the death that hit me the most was Robin Williams.
oh shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. Cause,
Like that's like that shit was like out of nowhere too, and really out of pocket.
Dude, oh my god, you know what that brings me up to? You know, when I was a little kid, you know what got me into like conspiracies? And you know what kind of made me like question like the world and shit at first?
9/11.
Like just seeing how that shit just seeing how that shit was like a lot of that shit has been predicted in like the Family Guys episode
Oh
and
yeah,
shit, bro. Like
that
just
shit's
shit like
crazy.
that. And that's just true though. Like a lot of people try to call bullshit on it. Or they'll be like, no, like that's impossible, but like you're just thinking too much about it. But like it's just too many coincidences, bro. Like whoever the fuck is making Simpsons, whoever the fuck is making those shows has a little bit of the script to life, bro. Like they're just going along with it. Too much shit adds up, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like
fucking crazy.
it's like life. Oh my god, there was a quote. I don't even know what the quote is, but like literally life. I don't know, life imitating art.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, life imitating art,
Yeah,
dude.
because like there was always a fear that there was gonna be like a virus. Like even during the Obama administration, Obama said like there's like a speech he was saying that like there is going to be like a virus or some shit that we have to be like prepared and all that shit. But then Trump came into office and like I don't know, that motherfucker.
Dude, people like in Japan and just people in like that like area in general, they were already like you pay attention about like to it, like they were literally like wearing masks and shit before all this shit
Yeah,
happened. Like they were just being like clean like
yeah,
beforehand
really
too. Like
sanitized
fuck.
because their air is like
Mm-hmm.
polluted and all that.
Yeah, and it's wild too because didn't this shit like start being like more like it made more headlines and shit throughout like January, you know,
Yeah,
like
bro, because like
and starting to
so
like when it made.
during school when the virus like first started in Wuhan, when it was like 300 cases in Wuhan, I was taking this class called current events, and we were talking about the virus, and we were just like, "Ha, it's just a Chinese virus, you know, it's in China, it's not gonna come over here." But motherfucker, did we not know? Like, look at us right now, like
Mm-hmm.
5 million deaths in the United
Yup.
States. That's fucking.
Mm-hmm. Carter, how has coronavirus impacted your life, Carter?
Just spent a lot of more time by myself at home. Watched a lot of shows, done a lot of shit. Nothing too crazy.
Bro,
Yeah, I think a lot of people have like I don't think it's really stopped me from living my normal
dude, I
life,
feel like
honestly. What about you,
quarantine
Caleb?
has like evolved. Not like evolved me like a fucking Pokemon, but
Dude,
like it just
I think
changed.
it's helped
Yeah,
though,
it's
huh?
just made me more comfortable with myself than I was before quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like during quarantine, I learned to just like it's okay to be alone at home and feel alone and shit.
Mm-hmm. Dude, because yeah, I feel like a lot of people portray this image of like, hey, I'm living this good ass life, but like shit, you
Yeah,
know, like maybe you are for a little bit, but it's just like everything's temporary shit, you know, like
yeah,
everybody has their own successes, you
literally,
know, like
like that's
your successes, yeah, no, like I'm happy for you,
yeah,
honestly. You have to learn how to be happy for other people and shit.
and
Like, hey, that's hella good, bro. Like I'm happy that's happening for you, you know?
yeah, and like like also getting a job during quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
It helps,
motivated
huh? It
me.
helps you realize
Yeah.
how
It like really
mm-hmm.
motivated me to just like stop being a fucking like bitch about things and start fucking doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like recently I've been like fucking riding my bike. I've been riding my bike like all the way down to Hunter. Like so I
Mm-hmm.
live by like Kearns High. You know like where
Mm-hmm.
there's like a golf court if you could just go up 56 and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're
Yeah, I
talking about.
live
Yeah.
around there. And sometimes
By the like where the bridges
yeah,
are
where
and
the
shit,
bridge
huh?
is literally like my house is by the bridge. And sometimes I just like go all the way down to Hunter Park on my bike. It's really fucking fun though. But then it's like also during
Mm-hmm.
quarantine and I can't do much shit. Like sometimes I forget my mask and stuff. Fuck. But it's just like
Mm-hmm.
hella nice
Dude, I
living
think that's
outside.
honestly that's hella cool, bro. Because that's honestly like just enjoying like an aspect of life. Like you're just there, like enjoying the moment,
Yeah,
like
bro.
shit. You
And
know,
like
like doing
what
something
I
that
like
like.
about it is that like it just like really helps like reflecting on myself and shit. Like I don't fucking care if it
Mm-hmm.
makes me
Like
look weird doing shit
It's
alone. I just
yeah. It's
love
like
it.
it's therapeutic,
It
bro.
is.
Because you get to think about shit during that time. You're
Yeah,
like, yeah,
like
like you
yeah, I
reflect
be
upon
having like
shit.
full ass conversations with myself, and it's just like it really helps. Cause like I go out biking with like this mentality of like I'm not gonna get anywhere. But then once I like start thinking about like, oh, like I have this stuff to do when I get back home, and then I start organizing shit in my brain while I'm on the bike and shit. It's like nice outside too.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be
Honestly,
nice to
yeah,
have a
dude,
bad
it
bitch.
helps. Huh? To do that shit with, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I think it always like it's fun to do stuff alone, but like when you're single, you envy the taken life, And when you're taken, sometimes you envy the single life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause like
But yeah, dude, honestly, enjoy it, dude. Honestly, fuck it, like enjoy it, like enjoy that shit. Like,
yeah, but it's just
I think when I met you, you were with that one girl, no?
yeah, dude, I was such a bitch back then. I would fucking skip class because of anxiety. I'm fucking retarded, man. I did. I should have just
Mm-hmm.
gone to class. I fucking
Bro, me
regret.
too. Though, remember for a little bit, both of us, bro, no cap, we'd be like, "Fuck, dude, we're already late. Like, fuck
Yeah,
that. Like, they're gonna look at us and shit. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Like,
no cap
what
though.
the
That's
fuck?
what like that was like for reals,
And like, I don't know. I just didn't take that life for granted. I had like this pretty fine bitch. And I was happy with her. But it's just like my fucking, I guess, like personal side, like just the thoughts of like the shit that I kept with myself really fucking affected everything in the end, and it just like turned into a shit show, man. I like, ugh, I hate it, bro. Like right now, I just wish I could just, I don't know, do shit better. But then it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I could still, like, I still have a chance, but it's just like she's not cooperating.
you learned, though, huh, from those
Yeah,
things.
a bit.
You're like, you learn shit from by yourself. You're like, hey, like
Hmm.
this was like something about me. Like, like shit. This is something I like about her. Like, this is some shit I like.
Yeah,
Like you
and
just,
like that's what I've been reflecting on, like during the first 4 months of quarantine. Cause when I broke up with her was when I moved to East Hollywood, and it was it was a new school and like new people and shit. And then I was like really trying to make a new me or whatever. That's why I broke up with her, because I just wanted to see how it would be if
damn.
I could change.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I was like just letting my fucking bad mentality take over, bro. Like she would be texting me, she'd be like, "Damn, can't you just like visit me?" My dumbass would be like, "No, I got homework. I gotta stay home." But my fucking dumbass didn't even have homework. I just wanted to stay home, to stay on my bed and like fucking do nothing and be
Mm-hmm.
depressed and shit. I didn't really take her for granted, and I really fucking regret it, dude.
But I think that shit like it'll help you too. Even if you don't end up like, is she still like an interest to you? Like, do you still like you still like a hope for you? Like, hopefully, like I can end up getting back with this girl eventually.
Yeah, like
Then, then yeah, dude. Honestly, I could think if you're good with yourself and you like know you can like internally you're good, you feel good. I think like you'll be good. But honestly, like it'll just like show her,
yeah,
like shit. If you got shit going for yourself, then I think it just reflects with everybody. Like it just makes people like come towards you more. Like, hey,
yeah. Cause like
like,
right
mm-hmm.
now I'm just really like in this flow of just being myself. Like I'm just focusing on myself right now. Like I really want to like. I've been trying to get my ears pierced. I don't know why.
Dude, honestly, I got them pierced, and it was like a impulsive decision too. But I like it, dude. Honestly, like
Yeah, bro. I
fuck
want to
it,
get my
dude.
ears
Like,
pierced and like
dude, and you know what a hope is that I have
what?
too. I wanna get my septum once I'm 18. I wanted to get it like yesterday, but I was like, no way, my mom's gonna kill me at 18.
Dude, I want to.
But septum has always been the move. I've always wanted it.
Dude, I want to get that piercing that's like on the top of your nose, like the one that's like in between your eyebrows, and it
Mhm.
just like goes through your nose.
Oh, what the heck? That would look
That one
sick.
looks fucking sick too. And like, I kind of want to get an eyebrow one, but I don't know.
Dude, honestly, like, fuck, it's our bodies, bro.
Literally,
Like, that,
that's what
I
I'm
think just
saying.
little,
I just bought
uh-huh,
a bucket of bleach to dye my hair, like, I think today.
mm-hmm,
And like, I can't wait till that shit comes through. Come on, fucking, I don't fuck it, and bleach my hair. Don't fucking care. I already shaved my hair because fuck the long hair. The fuck. I look like such
bro,
a
honestly, bro,
loser.
that shit's hella bold, bro, and I fuck with that shit, though, because, like, shit, fuck looking like a cartoon
For
character, you feel
real,
me?
I'm
Like,
tired.
fuck looking like the same nigga, like,
I'm
every day.
tired of
I feel
looking
like I've
like
been
a
waking up
baby
like Bart
John.
Simpson every day, bro,
Dude,
like,
because like,
nigga, I've been waking up like the same
my
person
dad.
every
So
day.
like, when I shaved my hair, I don't even know why I did it. It was like 3 in the morning. I couldn't even sleep, and my mom was like watching TV. And I asked her, I was like, "Do you think I should cut my hair?" And she was like, "Sure, go for it." But she was just like doing it sarcastically. I think like she didn't think I would do it. But then when I shaved my hair to like I
Mm-hmm,
think it was a size 3 on the fucking buzzard thing. That shit was short as hell. I
mm-hmm,
didn't even think it would be that short. And then I looked myself in the mirror and bro, I
mm-hmm.
was like, who the fuck is this?
But but I think doesn't that shit like help you
Dude,
overall? Though I
yeah,
feel
it
like there
fucking
has to be
helps me.
something
It
like
helps
behind
me
that though.
so
Like
much. I feel like
overally, like
I don't know, it kind of feels it just
like I feel like
yeah, cuz
like you said something, bro. Like
gotta
it's
get like
internally like
away
there
with
has to
the
be
old
something.
and like grow with the new. Cuz
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. Fuck it. Like as cheesy as that shit sounds,
yeah.
that's just real, bro. Like life
And like
passes
the
by
thing that
hella
I
fast.
love about
Just
hair is
don't do
like it's
shit.
always gonna grow
Mm-hmm.
back. It's not like it's gonna go away forever. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, huh? That like as yeah, like fuck it, if it
Yeah.
gets like bad or anything, shit, bro. Like it's always gonna like
Yeah.
cut that shit again, grow
And
it back,
like
give it
my
a couple
favorite part
months,
about
and
it
we're
is that
back,
like
bro.
everyone's always compliments me. They're like, "Yo, you look more grown," with your hair shaved
Hmm.
and all that shit.
Dude, that's just dope, bro. Cause think about how much people don't like. They just don't venture out of doing the normal shit, bro. They're just like they stay
Yeah, I feel
comfortable, bro.
bad.
Like
I feel bad for
like
those
even I'm
dudes that
guilty
are
of
like
that,
not
bro.
comfortable with themselves and they're just going with what they're like dudes are going with. They're just like they're
Like
just
the
like
taqwa, like no, I don't want to say that.
I don't know how to say it to you.
They're kind of just like
Yeah, they're just like,
sheepy,
yo,
or
the
like
new Air Force Ones,
doing.
let me get some
Hmm.
of those. And then
Heck
they're like,
yeah,
yo, that
bet that,
haircut
huh?
looks
Like
lit, let me
a.
get some of that. And then they're like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
champion.
Uh, Honestly, dude, I think they were all pretty good brands and shit, but it's crazy how they really got like big again because of like mostly Kylie, honestly, her
Yeah.
putting on the sweats and shit
But
and
it's just
repping them
like I
hard.
feel like some dudes went back to
But
school a little bit different. Like some dudes got actually like comfortable with themselves and started changing their style. Then other
yeah,
dudes like found TikTok
mm-hmm,
and now they're
yeah,
trying to be
dude,
like e-boys and
uh-huh.
shit. Like
Yeah, I think a lot of people you really see how a lot of people are going through different
bro.
phases. Like I think you have to go through different phases, like your little e
No,
boy
it's weird because
phase, your
like
like Takwachi phase, your
everyone's
whatever.
always been like,
Uh huh.
cause so like for like all my friends, they're like, oh yeah, Caleb's been an e-boy before e-boy. I'm like, really? Like now that I think about it, when I first went to Hunter, I walked into freshman year like bumping that Flower Boy shit, listening to Goblin and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, wearing my golfs and cuffing my pants.
To be honest, yeah, bro, I think Hunter, you were like one of the only people who was really doing it, bro, like that. And I think I remember even fucking, I don't think you know him, bro, but he was on the football team, my homie. The fuck was his name? Vincent, bro. Like he was this one time good motherfucker, and then that motherfucker told you one time too. He was like, "Hey, like a fuck with your style."
Yeah,
We were
I
in like the
remember
bathroom
him.
one
Yeah,
time, I think. I was like, wow, like that's
yeah.
just dope, bro. But like, yeah, bro, that's just recognizable because a lot of people like I think that's just better. Like, I'd rather stand
Yeah.
out than fucking look
Yeah.
like every other nigga, you know? Like, I'd rather just like leave like a
Yeah.
memory in your head, you know? Like, but I don't know, that shit's so like weird too. Like, a lot of people view it so
Yeah,
differently.
they're
Like,
always
the
like, yo,
fuck,
he
that nigga's
sus.
weird, you know?
Bitch, shut your ass down.
But I think that kind of reflects
Yeah.
people's
Cause like,
insecurities as well.
I
They're like,
remember
they're afraid.
the
They're
first day
afraid
I
to like.
showed up with the fucking Unos, the red and blue Unos to school. This dude was like, in my first period, he was like, yo, your shoes are ugly as hell. And, you know, my dumbass didn't say anything because that shit kind of hurt, though, you know?
You're like, she on the spot. You're like, dang. You're
Yeah,
like, I just
but at
cuffed
the
them,
same
fam.
time, I was like, bro, you wear the same fucking shit every day. You don't have a fucking opinion on, like, my shoes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you really like, and then you gotta think about it more, and you're like, shit, like, really, but like,
Bro,
come on, man. Like, look at yourself. Before you really say something about
that's
someone else, you
also
gotta sit
that's
down and
also
look at
kind of why
yourself
I
and be
want to
like,
go back to Hunter, because, like, I don't know, I just miss people, like, complimenting me, you know, like, noticing me, getting attention.
Dude, and Hunter is a school like that, bro. From my time being at Hunter, bro, Hunter is a school like that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stereotypes, and when you
Yeah.
like kind of your own thing, people realize
Yeah,
that
like,
they're
you
like, wow,
stand out
you know,
more,
like,
and that was me,
shit.
but, yeah.
Because there's the people who really just try to fit
Yeah,
in, bro. They
and it
try to like
shows.
do like a mold, you know. Bro, I met a lot of cool people at Hunter though, bro. Like, I remember when I met like Brian and them. They're pretty cool, bro. And then you remember Hector, bro? Hector was crazy as fuck. You remember
Hector,
Hector?
fucking
He was kind of
rounded, yeah. Dude,
chubby.
he would always hit on my
Yeah,
girl
he
in
would
front of
have
me. I
a
always want to fuck that nigga. It's so disgusting.
dude. Hector was pretty
He was pretty
cool,
cool,
but
bro,
like
but like
shit. If
when
he
he was
really did
around my
that, then
girl,
that's
I don't
fucked
know, he
up.
was not himself. I was like, dude.
Dude, the Hector was just goofy as fuck in general too, bro. He'd always be off the drink or some shit, dude. With Willie too. You remember the little
Yeah,
the little
the
homie
fucking fake
Willie?
crack, fuck weird ass dudes. Dude, dude. Sometimes I'd bike
Yeah,
to that
he
little
was
park and
crazy.
sit on the bench and just fucking remember when I would fucking we would go out like first period and just chill over there.
Yeah, dude, we would dude. Man, that's crazy with that one other kid, Allen, bro. I never, sometimes we would go slow first and we would literally just smoke and then we'd be there. That's wild. And that's wild to think that that was a year ago. To this day, that shit
Yeah,
was a year ago,
almost a year, I
probably.
think.
No, literally a year ago, because I got a flashback in my memories of me sitting in the halls at Hunter. And it's like refound feelings, you know? You're like, wow, that was
Oh
a
yeah.
possibility that could have been there. I could have had a completely different story there and kept building upon the friendships that I would have established already. But no, instead I chose to embark on this, you know, like I chose this path. And you're just like,
Bro,
wow, you know,
sometimes
like,
I
was it really
wonder
like
how I would
good?
have like come out if I were just a fucking like, you know, just doing what everyone else was doing, you know. But I can't see myself
Mm-hmm.
like that because it's kind of gross. I don't know. Like, can you see me wearing like khakis and like Air Forces and like?
Dude, honestly, fuck it. And the people who do it's like it's not even bad. Like it's the people, it's their
Bro,
style. I got
honestly,
Air
I've been
Forces, but
thinking
fuck
about
it, you
buying Air
know, like
Forces. I'm not gonna lie.
dude, they serve pretty.
Are they
It's
comfortable?
not gonna lie, like they're comfortable as fuck too. They break in pretty easy, but honestly, they get
Damn.
creased pretty bad. Carter, are you still awake? Let's get a check
Yeah,
on
I'm
you
awake.
and call you. Oh, bro, Carter, you need to freaking budge into the conversation, bro. I think that was like a solid
I
22
don't know.
He's
minutes
from APA. He
I was
wears
just listening.
uniforms.
for us. Dude, Carter, Carter, you're about to be slumped as
How
fuck
do you drip out
on
at APA?
APAs.
How do I drip out? I wear a Spider-Man outfit in PE. That's how I drip out.
No, man.
Dude, I heard about this. Carter, I heard about the Spider-Man outfit that you wear a Spider-Man shirt and like
No,
some
no.
shorts.
This is what people mean by Spider-Man. I wear like blue joggers with like a blue fucking long sleeve and a red shirt over it, and they just call me Spider-Man. I'm like, okay.
I'm dead, bro. That's funny, bro. Alex and Jenny told me about that shit.
Bro. So like during APA, the way I
can
would drip
imagine
out
that.
during free dress day was so disgusting, bro. I would wear skinny
How
jeans.
drip out?
Like I don't fucking care what my mom said or anything. I just wore skinny ass jeans, dude, and like my fucking patas de pollo, dude. I would fucking walk around. It was gross. I don't even know who the fuck allowed me to wear that shit. It was gross, man. And then I'd wear like, bro, I just basically looked like a.
Dude, I remember the polo days were the best days, dude, honestly.
Man.
It was just so refreshing to not wear the fucking sweaters all the time. Carter, how is it like having the red sweater now? You're elite,
I
bro.
walk the halls better than everyone.
Dude, I have my brother's senior
I know, bro.
Cardigan from APA. This is like 2016.
That's crazy. APA technically united us two right now.
Honestly,
This moment.
that's true.
This 1 hour and 24 minutes and 28 seconds.
No, it's longer than that.
Huh?
Oh, it's an hour and 19 minutes.
Dude, I know, because, hey, Caleb, you know what's wild? There's a part 2 and another part 1 to this. This is literally part 3, Caleb. I know, like, we got you as a special guest on part 3, so it disconnected, and then I was like, we're just gonna hop on right now with the homie Caleb. Like, bet. And it's just gonna be, because I don't think we're gonna release Carter, what do you think about part 1? Part 1 was kind of like,
I'll release it.
I think
I'll
we should
release it.
re-listen
I
to
don't
part
care.
1.
Let's release it all together. Fuck it.
No, you're good.
You said all together? I'm dead. I don't know, bro. Carter, I don't know about part 1. Part 1's kind of... I don't know where my head
Part
was
1
at.
is where you were high as shit on acid and you were telling me stuff.
Dude, I don't think I was on acid. I think I was just high as fuck.
I need to start
I think you
buying
got that.
shit. I want to buy cards, but I don't know.
Dude, Caleb, if I can give you one piece of advice...
Fuck that. I'm gonna buy cards, bro. I did not take the advantage of everyone offering me shit, so I'm gonna just do it myself right now, you know?
For reals, huh? Last year, me and Hector would hella be like, hey, you want to hit this? Or like, you want to hit this joint?
I was just scared of like coughing. I don't know why. But now I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. I got pussy ass lungs. I'm gonna kill myself, you know. If I die, I die. Because my coworker, when she was driving me back from work, she had a fucking a dab in her car. She was like, "You smoke?" And I was like, "Nah, but I'll hit that shit." Like, fucking, bro, I couldn't feel my throat. I was like coughing so much. But man,
yeah, bro, taking your first dab is always a crazy moment.
It was crazy, man. That wasn't even my first dab. My first dab was like freshman year.
Dude, do you know Carter has never smoked in his life, right, Carter?
Never smoked, never drank.
You're a child of God.
I know.
He's like pure as a raindrop.
I think that's the biggest flex.
That is a huge
That's like
flex,
a big
man.
flex, though.
He hasn't been tempted by the ways of Satan.
Never smoke, never drink. The ways of Satanas. Freaking Carter.
Lucifer.
I wish I was pure, you know, but I've done things here and there that are like, yo.
You're like,
what's funny was like I was like raised a Mormon like as a kid from like
Carter's atheist, huh, Carter? Dude, honestly, I don't know what the fuck I am. Sometimes I question what the fuck I am because I feel like As
No,
long as
man,
I
you're
go
just
for reals,
you're sexy, dude.
I'm
You got
bilingual.
balls, man.
I'm just sexy with
Nuts.
some
Yeah.
fucking pounds, bro. So with some fucking frijoles. But dude, I think honestly I don't know, dude, because like I think about it and I think
Yeah,
it's just
for me,
changes
it's
throughout
like
time
I
and go with
guess I'm
what you know.
skeptical, but at the same time, who the fuck's saving us right now? Think about it.
Yeah, dude,
And like,
honestly.
cause I don't know, I just think it's pretty funny that I was raised a Mormon. Like, growing up, I'd always be like, Joseph Smith's teachings were true. Brigham Young founded Utah, but
The
nah.
golden plates.
I grew up learning real quick, man. I was like, nah,
uh,
Brigham Young fucking.
only.
Joseph Smith's had like. So you know how like polygamy was like a chill thing back then? He had a bunch of like
Dude,
minors.
I think it's still considered kind of
Yeah,
a chill
he
thing,
would
huh?
marry 14-year-olds and shit. And I
Wow,
was
what
like,
the
yo,
hell?
what the? This dude, this dude, this dude.
This dude.
No, but like, I think the last
Damn,
time I
bro.
stepped
Dude,
into a
that's
church is
wild.
when the bishop is basically like the priest or whatever. The bishop he invited me because he wanted me to start going back to church. He invited me into his office and he was just asking me questions if I've ever done drugs, if I've ever had sex, if I've ever like had a girlfriend. And then I was like, nah. No,
You
man.
were like, nah, fam.
Drugs? Nah. Sex?
Dude, hey,
Nah.
dude, fam, for reals, honestly, bro, no cap, one time, there's only been one time that I felt uncomfortable with, like, a motherfucker in church, because you know how they say that a lot of those people, like, there's a lot of,
Yeah, that's a
like, fathers and
fact.
shit, who,
That's a
like,
fact.
will
Yeah.
harass little kids and shit, yeah. Huh, Carter,
Yeah.
even you know about that, huh? That there's a lot of, that shit's just
It
corrupt
is, and
as
like,
fuck,
so
bro.
the
But I never,
Mormons, the way they work is that, or at least the way they teach kids is that if they ever get like sexually assaulted by like anyone from the church, that they tell the bishop. And once you tell the bishop, he'll just tell you like, oh, God will help you through this. I was like, nah, bro, you were raped in the
that's fucking
classroom. How the
stupid, bro,
fuck is?
no.
And what's even more
Huh.
fucked up is that you can't get, like, they tell you to not get the police involved or some shit. And so, like, when police do get involved and, like, the people from the church go to, like, court and shit, they get.
Dude, the church, I think it's crazy because the church is literally kind of above, like, the law in some
In
aspects. At least that's
Utah,
how it was
there's, like,
before.
the church is, like, kind of with the law and shit. And a lot of fucking
Like, it's binded, bro.
church leaders are getting away with like touching minors and shit because of like how rich they are, and they bail them out.
Dude, for real, I think church should be like a. Obviously, they have to make some profit for, like, just standard shit, but it should be mostly, like, non-profit shit, you know? Like, if they preach so much that money is this bad thing, then fuck, you know, like, why do y'all ask for it
Exactly.
so much?
And like, so the Mormon church, once like you're in it, they like tell you to like, I think pay 10% of your check or 5%. I'm not too sure. But invest like that much money into the church, like you pay them in like this little check thing. That's pretty fucking dumb.
Nah, that's wild, because think about it. Per 20 people that have, like, the salary of the whole person. Like, well, like, that's just, I don't know. I don't think that's right. Carter, what do you think about church and
I think
shit?
it's I think they should pay taxes. They don't pay taxes.
They
No.
don't. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, they should. Everyone pays taxes. Why shouldn't they,
Like
huh?
I think all of them are just crazy. If they help people, if they like if it actually helps people, I respect it, but if it's just fucking teaching nonsense to
Yeah,
kids.
cause like my dad,
Mm-hmm.
so he came from like the fucking rancho, like he was raised in like the mud and shit. And when he came over here to America, he met my mom, and they went to church together. And when he went to the church, he like they taught him this shit. They were like, God built this place, so obviously he has that mentality of like. And one time I remember I was outside with my dad. We had like the bonfire in the backyard, and he was like, "How do you think the rocks got on top of the mountain?" And then I was like, "Well, Dad, from the teachings of APA, the tectonic plates collided, and like when they collide, they like fucking go and it creates mountains, and like it happened a long ass time ago." And then my dad was like, "Nah, it was God. It was God." I was
I
like,
think I think some mountains were just there. Am I right, Carter? I think. Fact check me on that. I think some mountains were just there, like geographically. That's how our Earth, like from the
no, but
Big
like
Bang,
some
that's
mountain
kind of how
ranges,
we were like.
were formed by the fucking.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
100% too, though. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought we were gonna die earlier this year from the eruption of the Yellowstone, and that's always a possibility of
Dude,
how
I
we're
don't
gonna
know. I
die.
just
It's
think
always
it's
there.
funny.
It's always
One day we're
peeking at
just
us.
randomly gonna fucking die from a volcano, and like it's gonna be the end of the world.
Like, we're not gonna really have a lot of time to,
Like, bro,
like, we
there's been
can't do
so
anything
many
about it,
times
really.
that I've seen news reports of like the animals in Yellowstone like disappearing because they're hiding from the volcano, and I was like, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we don't know, and we're just living. I think it's interesting that we're this young, and I'm so grateful that we're living in the time that we're living. Like, the people who lived before us got to live also through their monumental shit, and through just shit. But we're going through our own, like, we're living our own history. We're literally, our kids are gonna learn about this. I think, if not our
Yeah.
kids, then our grandkids. Like, that'll be pretty. It's not cool. The situation isn't cool, but like, I thank God that we're live. Thank God that we're here. Thank God that we're on this podcast. Thank God that everything is how
I
it
think that's
is.
a good note to end it on, really.
I think that is a good note to end it on at 1:35. I was about to say something about that, honestly. It's because it's 4:14 on the school
Yep.
motherfucking day. All right, guys. Hey, maybe we'll have a part 4 to this sometime, guys, because this was a long ass talk,
Yeah,
but
that
it
Yeah.
shit was
flew
fun.
by.
It was interesting.
That shit was fun, honestly. And this is like a time vault, bro. In 10 years, no matter what happens with this, we'll always be able to like look back at this time and see like a little bit of
True.
what we thought in
I
our
feel like
brain.
I'll change.
But all right, let's see how this is in 10 years, boy.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
I'll see y'all later.
Ciao, ciao.
Have a good night. All right,
Bye.
guys. Bless up.
Hey there, it's me again. What had happened was Luis's Wi-Fi shut off, and so the recording just stopped. So about half an hour later, we decided to record again because I didn't want to fucking do this shit anymore. So we started where we left off, and then Luis brought in his friend to join us. His name is Caleb. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the fucking episode. I'm sorry that it's long. Good night.